What up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Hops Geek News, your home for comic books, movies, TV shows. And tonight, it is the 20th anniversary of Supernatural, which we have two stunning gentlemen here tonight that we'll get to in just a second. You might recognize a couple of them from some of our shows. Gnome here was on our very first Supernatural episode. Richard has been on quite a few. We've talked Marvel. We've talked Supernatural, man. We've talked Lion King, for goodness sakes. And just like Lion King, somebody's dad does die in this. Don't worry. Parents are out. Demons are out.
Nobody's
all the good
safe.
stuff. Nobody's safe. You can find us on YouTube. We are live right now. I'm sharing out the links. Comment to hear favorite Supernatural. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, that's okay. We're here to talk and have fun. I am drinking from the wonderful land of Massachusetts. It's called Elliott Tower from Trillium Brewing. I chose this because I have Treehouse and I didn't want to go into my treehouse yet because Lauren's husband threatened my life that I had to bring Treehouse down with me. So that's where I'm at. So we'll go next. Lauren, I'll let you, and then we'll go.
You don't want to guess my beer?
It's Sideward, sure.
It's Sideward Brewing. It is a Reaper Ripper because, the Reaper plays a big role.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Castiel lost his virginity to a Reaper. A Reaper tried to take Dean more than once. Billy the Reaper really had a huge impact on the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I have it in my cute little demony Sideward glass.
That's right. So, Richard, I'm going to go to you real quick because Gnome, it's been a minute. So we'll catch up with you. But tell everybody, first of all, what it is. You work with Agents of Fandom, the Direct. What is it you do on the side with all the good Supernatural and then in podcasting and all the good stuff you do, man?
Yeah, so I am the senior writer over at thedirect.com, and I'm a contributor over at Agents of Fandom. I cover just about everything there is to cover in the fandom world, Marvel mostly, but a lot of DC, Star Wars, just about anything I can get my hands on. Like you guys have said, I've come on with you guys. We reviewed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We've done Ted Lasso, Lion King,
everything.
And I love this kind of stuff. I've been doing this for over 6 years now. Most of it paid, which is pretty cool. I've got very lucky there. But I'm very excited to be here tonight because Supernatural, it's funny because it's kind of just a quick little, my background on Supernatural. I didn't get into it until the series ended, actually, until after the series ended. This is like, we started maybe 3 years ago, me and my wife. We're just like, we want to dive into Supernatural. So we did it. It took us about a year or two to get through everything. I've seen every single episode at least once. I'm in the middle of the season 10 rewatch right now. We just did a couple of fantastic episodes last night. And I'm just thrilled to be here. This is my first time like really diving into Supernatural on a podcast. And I love podcasting about anything, but Supernatural is going to be a very fun one. And I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate it. Let's throw this over to this handsome man over here. Gnome, welcome back, dude. It's been a long time. Fill us in. Like, what's been happening in your world since you last were on our very first Supernatural episode?
Man, it's a wild ride. I have not quit podcasting, still doing podcasting, but the main podcast that got me into this, the Dads on Dayquil podcast, we took a hiatus for about a year and a half, and then we came back early this year. While we were gone for a year and a half, I ran another podcast called the Raunchy Regret Podcast. There's just four misfits just bullshitting every single week. I also had a music podcast for a while with a guy. There was a podcast back in the day called the Bleach Bros that ran the same time as us in our heyday, 4 years ago. And one of their hosts, we did a music podcast, and that was really great. But then the other host just kind of backed out abruptly. So nothing I can do there. And then I just kind of lost touch with that podcast because it wasn't the same feel anymore. But man, it's great to be back here with you guys, some OGs. I remember the way I got introduced, found you guys on Twitter because I ran our Twitter for the longest time. And I won a competition from you guys and got a comic book and a little potato spud because Matt at the time was living in Idaho and got some beers and then we just started talking, and then it turned out that I was a super fangirl for Supernatural. Like Richard, I had not seen Supernatural until season 9 had aired, and my wife and I were dating at the time, and she was like, "Oh, you got to watch this. You'll love this." And I was like, "No, this is totally CW. It's a girl show. Ain't happening." Started watching it. I think I have run through that series. Obviously, it's different because of certain seasons, but I would just say, and I've probably ran through the whole series 6 times. It's quite ridiculous. I stopped and hadn't watched it in about 6 months, and then I was sick back in like February, so I restarted from the beginning and casually though. So now I'm sitting. We just started season 12, which is probably my least favorite season in the entire series.
Dude,
Matt was
thank
just saying
you.
that.
I have been okay.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
that's gonna make some good. We'll get there. We won't. Rush.
Nobody
Just
likes
know-
the British men of letters.
Just
Nobody.
know that was my
But it
least
is kind
favorite
of
season
funny
too, man.
that the villain that season was British people. But it's also funny, like I didn't get into Supernatural till it was in season 12. That's when I
Right.
started.
And that's what hooked
So, like,
Lauren.
we're all,
Meanwhile, I didn't.
late
like
I
it.
get
It's my
to. I
least
usually
favorite.
get to season 12, and I'm like, oh, I could just restart it again.
But there's some good
but
ones in 12.
Now I've
There-
seen it. I can
there
skip
is.
12 and go right to 13,
Well,
which has some good
exactly.
episodes.
I feel like at this point though, you're never not watching it. Like I'm watching, like I listened to the Then and Now podcast. That's season 7. I'm recapping it with Matt. We're on 13. My husband got me the first season DVD for Christmas, but I never get the one DVD player we have myself. So I'm on season 1 there, and my regular watch is just season 3 as my default. So it's like I'm watching it on different levels constantly or different seasons.
I haven't started an official season 1 plus rewatch. I will say, so I started watching it, man. Lauren, it was, when did we do our first panel? 2023, I think.
For Supernatural.
That was 2023, because last year's 24, and we did our second panel because we had people. Yeah, so
Might have been early 24.
I think no way. Yeah, maybe it was.
You
I
started
think it was-
watching it in early 23. And so then they
yes,
moved
that's
MegaCon
right.
to February. So it was
That's
early
right.
24.
So I finally started to watch it then, and I was only halfway when we did our first panel, and it took me a couple of years to get through the actual series because, you know, doing a pop culture podcast, there's always something to watch, and so we gotten through it. I'd stopped for a little bit, got back to it, but it's funny that we finally finished it. I've done panels on it now, and it's kind of like our go-to hit panel at Comic-Cons. Funny enough, like we've had
Because
people
no one
that
else does them.
no, and people
And
this
there's a
year.
fan base.
Yeah, there is a fan base and everything. So it is kind of interesting that that's like our hit, kind of just. that's what
Supernatural is
gets
a
people going,
cult
man.
following, and almost nobody you ever have met has started from the beginning. Most
Right.
Yeah.
most people have started at some point, either after the show ended
Yeah.
or middle way. Like
Yeah.
hardly anybody started in 2005.
Well, and I saw an interview,
That's
I
true.
think, with the boys where they were talking about the conventions, and they're like, a lot of people they think got into the show during COVID. And so now all
Sure.
these people are new, and now they're going to all these conventions because their conventions are still. Have you guys ever done a convention?
I have not. But
no,
I've
I have
wanted
not
to.
done one, but I really want to at some point.
They just get more popular by year.
They
Yeah.
do.
Oh yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah. I did my first one last year, and it was interesting to say the least. And then I was like, I don't know if I do all 3 days again. And I just found out they're coming back to Orlando next year. And my group of friends and I are all like, so we're all doing all 3 days, right? So,
Which, yeah, I do want to go to a Supernatural convention. That would be fun. But yeah, I mean, Lauren, I'll let you kind of take over for a second, because I'm going to see if I can find any of our pictures as we go through this, because now I've met the cast without, not Jared and Jensen, of course, but Mark Shepard, Ruth Connell, and DJ Qualls, who was just the sweetest human being.
Charlie, you met Charlie.
Did meet Charlie too. She complimented my shirt.
She
No
told
big
me-
deal. It was awesome.
And she told me I look too young to be Kaylee's mom. So
That's
we like
right.
Charlie.
Charlie
Yeah,
was awesome.
I have actually met Felicia Day too. Humble
brag.
Humble brag.
And
Oh
she
my
How
God.
much you
complimented me
paid
on
for
my
that
shirt.
picture?
Aw.
Good, like $70-$80, but
Worth it.
But
Worth every penny.
totally worth it. Felicia Day is awesome, and also shout out to Felicia Day. She is the host of Comic-Con The Cruise, which is
That's right.
which is going on its second voyage this year. I'm going to be on it, and
Oh,
she
wow.
did such a fantastic job the first time around. I met her there too when I was doing a couple other interviews, and she's one of the nicest people ever. She's so cool.
She does
That's
seem so
kinda
sweet.
awesome.
And I love her character is such a good representation, I feel like, of who she is as well. Like, because
Yeah,
she's
Charlie
such
is
a geek,
amazing.
and she's so sweet. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna recap season 1 real quick. Mom died, and 22 years later, Dad went hunting, and he hasn't been home in a while. It's Monster of the Week while the boys look for Dad, who is intentionally avoiding them to keep them safe because he's close to Yellow Eyes, aka Azazel, but we don't know his name yet. And he killed Mom. Last scene as a demon hits the boys and the dad while in the Impala, and they are all passed out. Did I miss
All right.
anything?
No,
Nail on the head.
I
Yeah.
think that was it.
All right, then I'll move on to season 2.
a few fun moments, but yeah.
Do you guys
Many
have,
things
oh,
happened.
quickly, maybe what's your favorite episode in season 1?
Oh God, I don't remember. That's
One I remember.
Like
I
one
do
that
remember
stands
enjoying the first demon one where they're on the plane. And
Oh yeah,
and
Phantom
oh
Traveler.
yeah, which is pretty cool because that's like the first demon episode, and then it's just
It's a great
all
episode.
demons all the time for 15
Mm.
years. So
going
that
back
was
to
awesome.
Benders
rewatching
season
now.
1. I would
Was
say the
it?
Benders, if that's season 1. I think it is. The people.
Oh yeah, where Dean's like humans I can't do or whatever. Like
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
monsters
yeah,
you
yeah.
get, humans. Because then that
Yeah.
little girl, that's the one that comes back and is his daughter in the Amazon episode.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Is Bugs season 1?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna say Bugs is your favorite?
Bugs is season 1, yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cat's in the chat. What's up? And then shout out real quick to DT. He says his best friend and his wife's sister are fanatics. They go to super cons. Well, they should come hang out with us, man.
Yeah.
My favorite episode. That is I'm really bad with like remembering a lot of episodes until we refresh and recap. But maybe now looking back, it's the episode Mary Winchester died because I freaking hate her,
To
man.
the pilot or the later one. Which time? You got
pilot.
Be
Yeah.
specific.
Anytime Mary Winchester's dead.
That's great.
Yeah.
Lauren, what was your favorite episode?
I think it was the Benders. There's some. I mean, Hookman was interesting because I always love when you don't see it coming and it's something different. But then you also had the dead girl painting was a fantastic one. The little girl in the painting.
Yeah.
So like comes out and you.
Oh,
it's,
that's
you
a
know,
yeah.
You think it's the dad, but it's not. Like that was super creepy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Bloody Mary's super creepy too. Like they had some
Oh,
really good.
Bloody
yeah,
Mary
I
is
do
so
love
Season 1
Bloody
was by
Mary.
far like the creepy season.
Well, they had
Yeah.
like the filter and everything on it too, and then
Oh yeah,
I
the
feel like
Zack
they
Snyder
really-
filter.
Yes, but they also, I feel like in season 1, they really leaned into that horror aspect that they were kind of going for a bit, right? And
Yeah.
so that's why a lot of it, I feel I like the episodes that are a little bit more creepier. Obviously, seasons 1 through 5 tell a better story, but I like, how things kind of are low stakes, but not low stakes. They did defeat
They're
Lucifer.
They're not
small
world
comparison to
ending.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
at the end, everybody's just like everything is world ending, but this one's kind of more self-contained. Dean, of course, ends up going to hell, which is pretty crazy.
Well, not till the end of season 3.
Oh, it's season 3. You're right. I apologize. Like I said, I'm terrible. My memory. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, why am I talking? Go ahead.
Just wait till you have to watch it 17 more times. All right,
That's right.
season 2. So we start off season 2 with Dad selling his soul to Azazel to save Dean. Before he goes to hell, he tells Dean, "Hey, you may have to kill Sammy. Peace." We learn Sammy is being recruited for a demon army. We end the season with Azazel's kids. Hawkman kills Sam, and then Sam dies. And then Dean sells his soul to save Sam. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The gates of hell are opened with the cult.
True.
Dad escapes, and he distracts Azazel while Dean uses the cult on him. So then we assume Dad must go to heaven, because where else would he go?
All dads go to heaven, or whatever that movie was about.
But a damned soul isn't supposed to go to heaven unless Chuck likes you.
It's true. That's true.
Hookman
Well,
was good.
Yeah. And also,
Hookman
can I
was
just shout out Jeffrey Dean Morgan for being in like 15 episodes
Absolutely.
of this whole series and killing it every single
He
time.
really did the most with the least amount of work.
It's funny. They mention Dad in probably 300 of the 327
That's
episodes.
probably fair, yeah.
But
And his journal shows
all
up.
about
Yeah.
Dad's journal, yeah.
His journal's in more than he is.
Exactly. His journal is the star of the show.
There's
think
probably more episodes or more scenes where the dad is implied in the car, but you don't actually see him. Then
Right.
Jeffrey Dean
Yeah,
Morgan
like
in
his
the
arms
show.
there when he's picking
Yeah.
up Dean from
Yeah,
like
or
the
from the
halfway
back,
house,
you just see the
whatever.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like
That's a
the
really
episodes
good
where
point.
they don't have Jeffrey Dean Morgan there, but it's implied that he's there, like when
Yeah.
they're picking up Sam or Dean
They're like,
from
he
someplace
just
where they
got
were.
cast as Negan. We couldn't bring him in here.
Sorry,
Right.
he's starting
He's
to
doing
cost too much.
Watchmen.
Yeah,
just
he's
did-
starting to
yeah,
be
like-
real big.
Yeah, he went
can't.
on to die in Grey's Anatomy, and now he's super famous. So we
Oh
can't
my
use
god,
him
that's
anymore.
right.
Yeah. And also I want to shout out too that him and Bella are Batman's parents of the DC
Yes!
movie,
Yes,
which is hysterical to me.
Yeah, and now they're Negan and Maggie too. Which is-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh god.
Well, and you have, the scene where Jensen says, I'm Batman, or Dean says it, and it's like,
Yes. That
you are
this show-
Batman because your dad is Thomas Wayne.
Well, not for
Like-
nothing, but he also is the voice of a lot of Batman animated.
Yeah.
He has done a few Batman movies. Yeah.
And Felicia Day asks him in the Wizard of Oz one, "Oh, is that your Batman voice?" when he was a flying monkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
It's insane how many references. We talked about this the episode I came on and did the trivia. Like the amount of references throughout this entire series is just absurd.
Oh,
It's
That's what we were
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
get Matt to watch because we're like,
Yeah.
look at all these references.
Like you'll
Now
love
look
it.
at me, guys. Now look at me. Yeah.
Now look
One
at
of us.
you.
Yeah.
I'm one of you. Yeah. And I can't remember half the things, but I do remember. I don't know. I'm on IMDb listed under Supernatural. All right. Lauren and I discovered this one night when Lauren was looking up our episodes. And if you actually search Supernatural
researching
by
our next
seasons,
Yeah.
our podcast episodes appear on IMDb for Supernatural. So
Nice.
Very
How
nice.
that happened.
it took me a while, but the biggest thing we're known for is Supernatural. So no big deal.
That's
Apparently
pretty cool.
so.
Hey, good thing to be known
Humble
for.
brag.
We're a full Supernatural podcast now, boys.
Hey, I'll take it.
What?
You've made it. You've made it.
Lauren's dreams are
This is
coming
news to
true.
me.
Hey, boys.
Hello, that was good. Hello, boys. All right, so season 3, lots of demons are everywhere now, but Sam is alive. Oh, thank God. Dad is out of hell, but Dean has a year to live. They meet Ruby number 1. However, 1 and 2 both like French fries, and she claims she can save Dean. She's just kidding. We end this season with Lilith and Dean being dragged to hell by hellhounds.
That happens.
This season was cut short
all
because of the
hounds,
writer's
man.
strike, and I think that was a happy accident because they wanted Dean to not go to hell. They were going to write him a way to get out of hell.
Mm.
But if he hadn't gone to hell, would we get Castiel?
Mm.
That
Great.
rhymed.
Great.
Yeah.
point.
That's
Great
that's a
That's
very good point.
That is a really good point. Yeah. He probably needed to go to hell for that to happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Castiel, not for nothing, like the bromance that they have throughout. I feel like you probably lose something really special about the series if you don't have Castiel show up and really drive a lot of what happens in this show at the same time.
Yeah. And when you hear Misha Collins talk about it too, the actor who plays Castiel, it's amazing. Like that he ended up being probably the most famous character, the biggest character on this show outside of Sam and Dean. Like he was only supposed to be on for I think a few episodes or something, and he ended up being in like
He's the one that took a pay cut to stay on too.
Yeah, he was on for 12 straight seasons, pretty much like on and off. Like he had a good probably few hundred appearances.
And he died, I think, in season 4. Yeah, he died in season 4 by Raphael.
Yeah.
Is that
again
in 4 or 5?
He died in
boom. See,
oh, that's
here's
a funny
proof.
one. We're all laughing.
Nice. So the
We
three of
are
us
the
I have a good one.
Day.
Here, hold on. This is the picture for all of you guys.
Oh, beauty.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
using the grenade launcher. I was going. Doo, 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 doo.
It's the face. Just
Look how serious. My daughter looks so serious in that picture. Like Kaylee
she
is
is,
not
as she
messing around.
should. All right. She absolutely does.
Yeah.
But she
See if
told
I can get this
Felicia Day I
last
made
one.
her watch it. I was like, I didn't make you watch it.
I think one of the grenade launcher, one of the most subtle moments in the entire series is the episode where Dean gets witch hexed. So he lost his memory, right? And then he
Yeah.
opens the trunk and there's all these sticky notes. And then it just says,
No.
not this one on the grenade launcher. And it's
Right.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh man.
You had
Lauren's
to
really
just
going
kinda
to town with the grenade.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also, I'm just looking at season 3. Holy crap! Season 3 has so much stuff packed into it.
Season 3
It
is
is short
Yeah.
fights
season.
for my favorite season. Like season 3
Oh,
through
really?
7. A lot of people, I know we talked about this before too, but a lot of people don't like season 7. It's actually one of the most unpopular seasons according to fans, but it is one of my favorite.
I like it.
My
remember
favorite
liking it.
episode of all time comes out of season 3, which is Mystery Spot. I
Oh,
that's a
absolutely
great one.
love
Hold on.
Mystery
What
Spot.
happens in Mystery
It is a
Spot? I need
great
to
one.
remember.
Mystery
can
Spot's the one
we-
where Dean continuously dies. Over
Oh,
and over
yeah,
and over.
yeah,
Like Groundhog Day.
Heat of the moment.
Yes.
My only qualm with that episode is they claim it's in Broward County, which is Fort Lauderdale, which is
It's
where I
just like,
grew
no,
up,
it's
and it
not.
does not look like Fort Lauderdale at all. Why did Dean not mention driving down the beach to check out girls? Why are they wearing jackets? Why is everybody wearing jackets? Like, it makes no sense at all. And why does it say Broward County and not a city? Because usually they say the city, not the county. And that's so I assumed it was a Broward County somewhere else.
Is there? Have you looked it up?
No, because I
No.
even have like a map that shows everywhere they went, and like it's Fort Lauderdale area.
Okay.
I don't
And
know
then
why.
also season 3 introduces one of my most hated characters of the entire show, Gordon.
Oh,
Loves Sterling K. Brown.
Oh
I
my
love him,
God, he was such
but
a
he's
baby in
good to
that too.
hate.
right? No, you love to hate him. He is
Yeah.
such a dick. Like
Oh,
from
yeah.
start to
Is.
finish. He's only like 2 or 3 episodes, but he is
But
just
he makes
the
him
worst.
memorable though. At the
Yes.
same,
Yeah.
that's the way he is, because you almost feel like he's in more episodes just from his
Right?
screen presence. Because I always forget
Absolutely
he's only in a
agree.
couple. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because to me, I'm like, oh, he's in like half a season at least, right? No, he's really
He's
not.
at like
3
at all.
episodes.
3 episodes tops. Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
amount of just
Yeah.
screen presence that he has. It's so good, man.
Well, he's
Yeah.
also in the a bad day at Black Rock with the lucky rabbit foot. I love him in that
Oh,
because he's
great.
like in
Great
jail,
ally.
and the other guy's like, "It's God. God sent me," and he's like, "Yeah, okay. Can we just kill Sam Winchester?"
I know that's his whole.
We were a side note, which is hilarious. So I have 2 little girls, and my 4-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old, obviously loves Frozen, and he plays the voice of one of the guys in Frozen 2.
Did he really?
Right.
And I only know this because I
Yeah.
looked at the TV and I was like, I looked at my wife. I'm like, that's Gordon. She goes, huh? And I pulled up the picture and she was like, holy shit, you're right. And sure enough, you look it up on IMDb and yeah, he voices one of the guys that they go to.
One of the Arendelle, like
Yes, the
security
Arendelle
Oh,
guys,
he,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see it now.
And
So
and of course we love him in Black Panther, and I love him in the
Yeah.
one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's one of my
Mhm.
favorite episodes with
Well,
the
he's in
box.
This Is Us as well, which he plays a really
yeah.
good emotional character. He's not really a dick in that one, but I'm always surprised he hasn't done more at the same time, like higher
'Cause he's such
profile
a good
things.
actor,
good
yeah.
point.
Because
Good
I
point.
think
He's
I think
such
he
an
has
incredible actor.
range.
Yeah.
He's somebody who, if we went that route with like a Lex Luthor, I could have seen him playing a Lex Luthor in the
Oh.
DC universe in some regard.
I would have
That
loved to
would've
see
been
his
cool.
Lex.
He's a character you love to hate.
He is,
Yes.
yeah, without a
Meanwhile,
doubt.
Henriksen, I just hated Henriksen.
And
Henriksen was
Ketch,
such
absolutely
a
just hated
dick.
Ketch.
He was season. I think he was season 3.
Yeah, Henriksen was season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Henriksen
both
had
showed up.
season 3 had Bella, Hendrickson, and Gordon.
Okay,
all
but
in
Bella
one
was
season.
awesome though. Oh, the
No,
chemistry.
Bella was evil because she, at the end of this, she sold them
Mm.
out more than one time.
She did. Oh,
But
and the
her
freaking
and Dean had so
and-
much chemistry though.
and season 3 had Ghost Facers, which
She
are
will
I
not
was just
Oh,
going to say
yeah.
that Ghostfacer's first appearance, season 3. Come
I
on.
do love some ghost facers. Anytime, and that's what Supernatural. I always say this. Supernatural is so good at giving you these characters that you hate in these heavy episodes. And then you get episodes like Ghost Facers, where there's a couple episodes of the Ghost Facers that the boys are side plots, essentially. And it's all
Yeah.
surrounded around Ghost Facers. And those are some of my favorite episodes at the same time because they're so well crafted.
yeah.
Oh
feel like
man, the
that's what-
one-off episodes are always so
Yeah.
good. So
But I
good.
feel like
They
that's
always
what
have meaning.
Supernatural did so well, and what the Winchesters failed to do was casting amazing supporting actors and giving them their time to shine. Whereas in the
Mhm.
Winchesters, I felt like it wasn't the best casting, and I feel like that just like throws you out of
Yeah.
like
Sure.
Right.
getting
right.
sucked in. What was the one where the lady died on the side of the road, and then every year the guy who she killed driving would torture her and kill her,
Oh yeah.
but her husband survived. Like
Right.
that was like, yeah, that wasn't about the boys, that was about her, and we didn't
Yeah.
even know she was a ghost until the end.
Right. Those
Yeah.
those are just some of the best, because the only one that really didn't focus on the boys that I didn't necessarily like was obviously the backdoor pilot. I'm kind of jumping ahead from the
Bloodlines?
seasons now. That one was they were trying to shoehorn some stuff in. I get that, but other than
I
that,
didn't hate that. I liked it.
Yeah.
it just
Although we're gonna get to some seasons later where there's an episode that I just watched recently that should have been a backdoor pilot to something awesome. I'm gonna see what
Ooh.
season that is when we get there. I'll bring it up.
All right,
take a
so
quick
4.
break. Hold on, look at this beautiful man right here.
Cliff in the
Look at
background.
him.
I know. Also
Oh,
known as Tiny. He's in Folsom Prison
But
Blues.
yes, I was
Great
standing that
episode.
close to Jared
Great
Padalecki
episode.
at one point. It was beautiful and gorgeous. But I do want to shout out DJ Qualls real quick because
Oh,
I know we'll talk about Garth in a bit. He's my favorite character because what was really cool about meeting him is he would leave his booth. He would walk every single person to the middle of the floor, and then he would take the phone and take pictures, and he would just talk to you and have like
so he's the nicest person on the planet.
he's pretty much like the nicest person. It was so cool. And then Mark Shepard, I got to meet.
And look, he's wearing Gabriel's band shirt.
Yeah.
Just
So
that's
staring at
great.
each other.
he was like, he called me not tall. He said that this guy's tall to Jared, and I'm not tall. And I was like, well, first,
Because look
can we
how
just,
short he is. He's being
you know,
funny.
Him and I,
nah.
if we took a picture together, Matt, it'd probably be the same height difference.
Well, me and Matt are basically the same height because like
Yes, we
I remember
have.
when
Yes,
we met, we were very close to each other.
we did. And then we were about the same height.
Yeah,
So
like
I'll say
6'2",
we're
6'3",
close.
yeah.
And then I will say, like, Ruth, she was one of the sweetest human beings ever as well. And I got to meet her. She was such a sweetheart, really nice.
It's
Rowena
wild
is
how big
one
of a
my-
presence she has, but she doesn't come along until season 10,
Yeah.
which, so fun
which
fact,
is wild to think about.
I didn't like her character. Anytime she was on screen at first, for the first season that she's
Okay.
there, I wanted her off my TV. She's awful.
When he told me he didn't
cannot
like
stand
her, I'm like, really? Rowena?
Yeah.
You don't like Rowena?
I love
Kinda
her.
took me by surprise.
I've been.
She grows on you. I
She
agree with
does.
that.
Yes.
The first season that you see her when you're first watching the show, you're like, no, I don't like
She
this.
was
But then
so
by
annoying.
season 13, you're like, you love Rowena at that
Well,
point.
her and Sam build this really sweet
love their
bond, and I
relationship,
loved
yeah.
their
Mhm.
relationship together.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're 100% right. I will ride for Rowena any day. I will die for her. And she is somebody that is amazing to meet in person. And now I absolutely adore her so much
Yeah.
and it's just funny because because I have issues. I told her in person, when you first came on, I was watching this, I didn't like your character because you were playing it so well, but by the end, absolutely loved you. And I don't know how she took it. It was just me being dumb.
She
But,
seems like an incredibly sweet person in general. I'm sure
She
she took
does.
it well, but
I'm sure
I
she
love
did.
this scene where they take Jack, they pretend Jack is the puppy and they take him to the vet. I forget why. I think they were getting drugs or something in there. And they act like a couple that like let the dog get loose. And they like just because I never saw them as a couple. I saw them as, well, for one, she's a 300-year-old witch, but I saw them as like an older sister, kind of younger brother
Burn
kind
the
of scenario.
witch.
And but a nice, like, after you've moved out and you don't physically fight your brother anymore, so you have a good relationship but you still fight, like that's how I saw them.
Yeah.
And I loved, like, they just went into this like acting like a couple and just like yelling at each other, and it was just such good chemistry between the two of them.
And also,
I love how
Yes.
speaking of couples, can I shout out the few like real life couples that dominate on this show between Ruth Connell and Rob Benedict, who plays Chuck and later God. They're
They had
awesome.
a baby not long ago.
Yeah,
that baby is almost like 3, I think it's been
and then of course
we say no.
DJ Qualls and
Ty Olsen.
And Ty Olsen, the guy who plays Benny. Yeah,
a werepire relationship, you might say.
Right. and then of course Sam and Ruby. Which is just great.
So there's a few others too, because I've been listening to the Then and Now podcast, which is hosted by Chuck and Gabriel. And so Anna is married to the creepy guy from Penny Puckles Whistles, the Chuck E. Cheese episode.
Oh my
Do you know what
God.
I'm talking about?
Wow.
So the bad
That's
guy in
funny.
that,
The
they were
clown
married
episode?
beforehand. But there's some other relationships too that like were started on the show behind scenes. And so they've even said like we should, just talk about all the children that have been created from this. Well, Jeffrey Dean Morgan met his wife through Jensen.
Right.
So
yeah.
a roundabout, but yeah.
Yeah. And,
I think that's why the show
met through
worked.
the
They
show.
all really liked each other.
They did.
Yeah.
And it shows on screen too, especially when you hear about
Especially
the amount
Sam and
of,
Ruby.
I was gonna say, well, yeah.
It really showed
the amount
on
of
screen.
jokes and pranks they played on the on set, offset, and everything. I feel like you don't do that if you don't really enjoy what you're doing and who you're doing it with.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
They definitely enjoy doing it with each other. So episode 4,
Sam
season
and
4.
Ruby?
Castiel. No, they have 3 kids. Castiel raises Dean from perdition. Angels are dicks. Sam has been sleeping with Ruby number 2, and he's now a blood addict. Taylor's oldest time. So Cass sides with the boys, and
Crazy.
Raphael, the teenage mutant ninja angel, kills him. As the boys try to prevent seals from breaking, they're actually causing quite a bit as well. And we learn Ruby tricked Sam. Sam was tricked into all those things. As Sam stabs Lilith, it's the last seal.
Crazy.
Ruby rejoices, saying Lucifer's coming. Then Sam grabs her and Dean stabs her as they wait for Lucifer.
Finally, we're getting Lucifer. Finally.
Yeah.
Another phenomenal season. Like back-to-back episodes of Monster Movie and then Yellow Fever. Okay.
I love Monster Movies so much.
Underrated.
Well,
so
also,
Chris Angel's a douchebag later in the season, right?
Yes.
Also
Chris Angel,
the greatest.
dude, and you have Barry Bostwick in that. Like the actors they got.
I do love that shirt.
Yeah, this from when he's
Yellow
singing
Fever.
Eye of the Tiger.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. But the single greatest post-credit scene in the show's history is Jensen Ackles lip syncing Eye of the Tiger while scratching the hell out of his arm.
I know he's
It's
still in character doing it, even though it's a post-credit scene.
right.
It's
I
oh
do,
my
yeah.
gosh. But Monster Movie, I will absolutely agree that is one of the
It's
most underrated.
Oktoberfest.
It's so good.
And
It's
the
a great
vampire
episode.
asks
It's
if
such a
there's
great
garlic on
one.
his pizza. Like it's
Yes.
so good.
Yeah.
That again. Just
Also,
a
shout
great
out Todd
example.
Stashwick from that episode.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love him.
And
It's
he
just
punched Dean on purpose, or not on purpose, on accident. He punched him for real.
He really,
there's like
really punched him.
there's like an outtake. He's like, "Oh, did I get you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, that's the scene they used."
Oh my god, that's great.
it's I mean, you have to take you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So you get a chance to
You got it.
Yep.
That's right. That is right. Ah, yes.
Oh,
I will
man.
say that like I do often forget how many bangers are in the first 5 seasons. Not that
That's so good.
because so many people complain about after season 5. I know that Kripke leaves. It was kind of supposed to be the original end, but I do enjoy the seasons afterwards. But really, the first 5 seasons, near just 100% no skips and just so many good. The way the story weaves in and out. They do a perfect job of blending the heaviness with like these episodes, like we said, Monster Movie, right? And things of that nature. And all of it is just so good. And the soundtracks are so good and just bueno.
Yeah. No, it's not like season 6 through 15 are bad. That's just how good seasons 1 through 5 are. Like you said, just
Agree.
near
I
perfection.
agree.
Did you hear Kripke recently came out with how he wanted season 5 to end?
Yeah, I saw that.
So here I can
What did he
discuss that
say?
real quick. Hold on, I'm going to talk about season 5. What happens
Okay,
in season
thank
5?
you. Jeez.
So the boys are safe and suddenly on a plane, and Cass isn't dead. Woohoo! But everyone wants the apocalypse to happen. Dean is Michael's vessel, but he says no, thank you. Sam is Lucifer's vessel, and he
Could
says,
use an apocalypse right now.
okay. But first, he's going to the prom. Before he goes to the prom with Lucifer, he chugs a bunch of demon blood so he can jump into the cage. And Michael,
that's what I did.
inside Adam, the other Winchester brother, who got severely. They really did Adam badly. So they're in the cage in hell, and Dean goes and finds Lisa and Ben. Then we see Sam staring at the house Dean and Lisa live in. So what Kripke wanted to do, and again, I keep referencing Then and Now podcast. It's fantastic because they interview people from the show. They interviewed Kripke, and he said what he wanted to happen was Sam does go to hell. Dean goes and finds Lisa. He does settle down. He gets married. They have a daughter named Samantha. One night he goes to put her in the nursery, and then blood comes and hits her forehead.
Oh my god.
So it would just be a continuous cycle.
Continuous evil cycle. Okay.
Continuous.
Interesting.
Yep.
Right.
Wow, everyone's just in shock.
Well, we were waiting for your. How does it? We were waiting.
That's
I thought
it.
you were gonna. Oh.
I said how season 5 ends.
Well, no, I thought you were talking about Kripke.
No, that was it. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
That's how he wanted it. Rather than seeing Sam staring at the house, he wanted Dean to have a baby and put her to bed, and then here comes another demon.
Also, shout out season 5 for one of the best lines of the entire series.
Ass butt.
Ass butt.
I love that no one knew what you were gonna say.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
That it did wrap up. If it was the end of the series, it did wrap up very satisfyingly at the same time.
I'd agree.
And I give that. So am I glad it came back? Of course. But if it didn't come back, it was
a great way to end
it. It was a great way to end it.
Yeah. I will say this: if he was going to settle down with anybody, like of all the girls that he's met in the show, it was going to be Lisa.
You know, I really liked Lisa, but I almost felt like she was too understanding. I almost feel like Dean needs somebody who's gonna
challenge him or
And Cassie. I loved Cassie from season 1.
Yeah. She was great, actually. Yeah.
And I think he was more into her than Lisa. He just knew that it wasn't going to work with her. And I think that he stuck with Lisa because he thought Ben was his.
And on the Sam side, can I shout out Sarah from season 1? She was fantastic.
Who comes back
and
later.
Then Crowley kills her.
Yeah. Oh, I was so.
She was no Eileen, but
yeah. I do like him best with Eileen, but Sarah was good.
Yeah, Sarah's a very close second, I think.
Well, also, like, in the beginning, Sarah really just kind of got dumped to the side because he gets roped back into this life, right? I mean,
Right.
she didn't really get to. I would have liked to have seen her get immersed into this lifestyle a little bit,
Me
because
too.
that was like the girl he was gonna marry and have this life with.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it would have
They
been
talked about her
cool.
for like multiple episodes after it.
Yeah, it would have been a bit nice that to see a little bit more of that and see how that would have progressed. What if this person, oh wow, you lived this whole life, you were just normal people at this law school, and now you're in this whole life, what that would have been like from the outside, almost like, Mary when the dad
Lied.
Jeffrey, yeah, exactly. It would have been interesting seeing that from that perspective.
Yeah.
So my mom's actually in the chat, and her first time watching it, she said like she was defending Mary. I'm like, look, Mom, if you slept with some guy from some organization that literally tortured my brother and I, like I wouldn't be very happy with you. And
Yeah.
she's like, okay, that's fair.
That's a good point.
But
Fair
yeah,
point.
I just saw my mom comment, Ben is Dean's. They
Yeah.
never, they all, I feel like he is. And maybe Lisa didn't want to tell him because she didn't want Dean to stick around because of Ben. But
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know.
Maybe,
But I
yeah.
mean, honestly, the best thing Dean could have done was not be in his life.
Hell
Unfortunately,
no. I would have
never
loved
think
to have
that's the
seen
case.
Dad Dean.
But everybody dies around Dean and Sam.
Yes,
Sam would have gotten a
that's
back
fair.
seat though if they kept Ben around. Like, you're not going to put your brother first when you got a kid. No offense,
No,
Brandon.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair. That's another really good point. But that's always why I'm just so frustrated with how this series ended, because the thing that Dean doesn't deserve a family, all of that kind of stuff, I disagree.
He does.
I
He
absolutely
wanted it
disagree.
more than Sam, I feel like.
I would
Yeah.
have liked to have seen them either continue on in some facet or they have families. I feel like that's the ending they should have gotten. I know not every ending
Dean
is a happy
deserved to
ending,
settle
but
down and have
Yeah, for
kids.
sure.
they
Yeah.
absolutely deserved, because it was the one thing Dean felt he didn't deserve, but he wanted. That would have been a good payoff.
But one of
Fast
the
Golden
ones
Meal?
that was also good was later on season 13, 14, when he's locked in his head because
Rocky's Bar,
and the Rocky's Bar. Yeah.
Yes.
With what's her
the
name?
blind lady.
Yeah.
I don't remember
The one
her
that-
name.
That's a good point.
The one that Castiel burned out her eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like a weird,
Pamela.
like, yes,
Pamela, yes.
It was like a weird love thing between them that you never felt because she wasn't around, but that one episode, but then
She was in two. And that
two
was it,
episodes,
yeah.
but it made sense when that episode happened. Like it, it was
Right.
just instead of a family, he's got a girl and he's got a bar, and this is his gig, right?
Yeah.
So,
And she's like, why do you always want what you can't have? You don't actually want me.
right.
Yeah. That's a great episode. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So season 6, Sam is back. Cass and Crowley got him out, but they forgot his soul. So this makes Sam a better hunter. It makes him hotter, and it makes him less whiny. Sadly, Dean gets his soul back courtesy of Death, but Death says, don't mess with the walls I put up or he'll go crazy. Cass is starting to go a little crazy himself with all his new purgatory souls that he has inside of him. Lisa and Ben get kidnapped, thanks to Cass, then saved, but Dean makes Cass He makes Castiel make Lisa and Ben forget who Dean is to keep them safe. And Cass takes the walls down in Sam's head because he was trying to make Dean go along with what he wanted. Cass wasn't doing great this season. So Sam comes to, stabs Cass
we all
with an
have
angel
issues,
blade, but
okay?
it
He's a
doesn't even
newfound
work.
angel.
But Cass claims to now be a god and threatens them to obey. Because that was crazy. Once he got all those souls, he was like completely corrupted.
Yeah.
And he's
Hold
like,
on.
and then Bobby literally, Joe was a little
Dean
sister.
and Joe.
I felt like Joe
Joe was
Joe.
a sister.
That's a fair
Joe-
comment.
Yes,
Dean and Joe were siblings.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
disagree.
that was the
I
Loved
sister that
disagree.
they
Joe,
had.
though.
I
would have loved
disagree.
to have seen Joe longer.
I thought they
but
had great
yeah,
chemistry.
She was too
They
young.
did, I could have maybe seen it, but I felt like they were more.
You know what,
siblings
guys?
than
I'm
Roman.
starting a supernatural podcast with Noam because we seem to agree a lot, and we're just gonna shit talk. Season
DT just
12
asked about
and
Sam being hotter, so I'm gonna send a picture of Sam without a soul to you, Matt, so that you can put it in there.
send it to our email. Send it to our email so I can download it and put it right on.
While we're
Okey-dokey.
talking about that, one of the things I love about the show is when they have to play a separate character as themselves, they do such a good job. Like Sam
range
possessed as
every-
a
yeah.
devil, you know, and
I
every
love you.
Cass, when Cass is possessed as the devil.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Cassifer.
Where I am right now in my rewatch is when Dean turns into a demon in season 10.
Oh,
it's such a great
love
one.
Demon
Such a great
Demon.
one.
God.
Demon
yeah.
orgies, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Inigo
my wife and I
Montoya.
talked about
He
that.
killed my father.
Yes,
Prepared to
I
die.
just
I
watched that one a
would've-
couple of days ago.
I would have
love that one.
loved to have gotten more Demon Dean though. I feel like we didn't get him enough.
If
It was
you know
over-
what's
No.
weird
The
is
first
when
two
you
episodes of
watched
season
it,
10, yeah.
when you watched it live, it felt like it went on too long. But then when you
Fair.
rewatch it, you're like, it's really only 2 episodes.
They said
Yeah.
they didn't want to have him be a demon too long because they didn't want him to become unlikable. But I feel like even
That-
when he was a demon, his biggest issue was maintaining his humanity. And like
Right,
that's why
yeah.
he killed the guy that made the deal and was pissing off Crowley.
Right.
But I would have loved to have had Demon
But
Dean a
I
little
don't
longer.
think you have invested so much into Dean Winchester that I don't think people would have started to not like him.
Well, yeah,
At
this
all.
is season 10 at this
yeah, you're
point.
at
yeah.
That's what I'm
you're at
saying.
Like,
season 10.
if you're that far into it, I don't think you're leaving anytime soon.
In my opinion, if you're gonna spend a whole season plus on Sam and his demon blood fetish, like why couldn't you do a whole season of Dean and his demonality? Like I don't know,
They
man. I
could've-
just-
Right there, I
They
would have
could have
liked
made it last
more.
a little longer, yeah.
yeah,
Or come on, little flashbacks of the summer. I would have loved to see more of that summer that they held at the moon.
Yeah.
yeah, we could have gotten something. I
Like
don't
the
know.
night
A
they
little bit
took
more
the picture
Crowley
with the
Dean
cowboy
buddy
hats.
cop
It
action
looked
would
like
have
they
been
were having a
awesome.
great time. Yes, I love Crowley.
And also while we're on season 6, can I shout out one of my absolute favorite episodes from this season, The French
You
Mistake?
of course.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Because that is like a top 3, top 4 favorite episode of mine. Like when they go into the real world and they're Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki, or something called the Jared Padalecki.
Right. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Amen, Padalecki."
His
Yeah.
name's Misha.
Padalecki.
Wait, his name's
His name is
Misha.
Misha.
Like,
He's like, "What's up with the names around
You
here?"
really
Jensen,
bunked
Misha?
me.
But it's Jensen and Jared playing Sam and Dean, playing Jensen and
Jensen and
Jared, playing
Jared.
Sam
Yeah.
and Dean.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole episode just had me on the floor laughing the entire time. Like Misha getting
it's
killed.
so
and-
good.
and you married Ruby?
She's like, "Real
Right.
skinny, Jensen."
And it's that closed set too,
They have
which
an
I liked the
alpaca.
closed set. Yes. And
Yeah.
they go to their mansion and they're talking about leaving. They're supposed to be best. I'm like, they hate each other offset or something, but they're acting.
Yeah.
like
Did you
brothers.
guys Google that? I
It's so
Googled
good.
that. I'm like, do they really not get along in real life?
Oh my god.
I
The
did
amount of
Google it, and I
people,
found
like-
that was one of the things they faked.
Wow.
And I
yeah.
Googled a picture of Eric Kripke. I wanted to know how much was accurate because some of the people played themselves in that episode. Like
Right.
some of the like if you had a
Congrats. You worked
SAG
yourself
card,
into
you
a
could play
shoot, brother.
yourself.
Yeah.
Whoa,
But if you didn't have a SAG
Sam.
card, they had to hire somebody else to play you.
Yeah.
Hubba, hubba.
Like
All
was it
right.
the guy from like Wayne's World? Bill Murray's
Wayne's
brother
World.
played. I
Yeah,
think Bob
Robert Doyle
Singer.
Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like Robert Singer.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Um,
Did
I
you
have
find
to.
Yeah,
my
and,
picture?
you get
I do. I have
Frontier-
to
think one of you
convert-
guys brought it up, but Frontierland in this season.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Phoenix
yeah.
Ashes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good
You get a lot
one.
of Back to the Future references.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
and they
they-
predicted Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
They did.
No,
Oh,
season
God.
6 gets a lot of shit, but it really does have a lot of good ones sprinkled in there. And Kripke was still involved. He
Alright,
just wasn't
yeah.
like
And
talking
also,
about this beefcake,
yes. So that's Soulless Sam. He's literally paying a prostitute.
Soulless Sam. There you
Because
go.
he pulls. He pulls.
That
Yeah,
is true.
and before he's like, I don't pay for it, and in this one he's like, I'm paying for you to leave. Get out of here. And she's like, you don't have to pay me. And he's like, here's your money.
Look at me.
Have
Look
a
how
go.
veiny he is. Man, that man worked out and dehydrated for days.
Look at that Barbie
Mhm.
crack.
Look at that. Is that a him?
Well,
No, DT.
Oh
it's
my
not a
God.
him tattoo. That's
It's an
the-
anti-possession tattoo. He
Exactly.
doesn't get possessed by a demon. Duh.
And also, one other episode I want to shout out from this season, Unforgiven, when they go back to that town where Sam was when he was soulless.
Yeah, the
And
spider
the
one.
guy, yeah, the spider one.
Yeah.
That guy gets turned into like a arachne or something.
Yeah.
That one was so good, like from an emotional level.
That reminded me of Doctor Who. But yeah, it was like a memento kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because he had his soul by the
It
time
was
they
an
went back.
episode within an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Dean's like, how many people did you sleep with here? Like
All right.
Sam was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
horny.
Soulless Sam got
Um,
around.
He
in honor of
definitely did.
Supernatural, I'm going to drink Mega Death, even though it has a dark trooper on it, but
There's
ignore
a
that.
lot of references to Star Wars and
Yeah, so it works
every
out.
season.
Oh
Because
yeah,
Death is
every
like the
season.
best character. I think Death, pound for pound, might be the best character with the least amount of screen time.
He's
Ooh.
up there for sure.
The opening sequence, the very first time you meet Death,
Oh,
is
when
one of
he's
the most
walking through the middle of that
captivating
Oh,
scenes in all of
Death.
Supernatural.
Yes.
I
Dude
love
just
what a
loves
foodie
food.
Death is.
He's got a
Right.
face
He's
for
like, "Ooh,
TikTok.
fried
That's what he
pickles."
does.
Yeah, I love him.
Like
Uh,
anytime they want to summon him, they just get a bunch of food, and it's like, you can trap
Yeah.
me that way too.
right.
I'm in.
And he's like, "You are such an ape, but thank you for these delicious fried pickles."
Yeah, like the man
Right.
just loves to eat food. I can get down with that.
Death's the foodie. Yeah.
It's
right.
true.
Season 7, we now have Godcast. He spares the boys and Bobbies, but the souls become too much. He tries to send them all back to purgatory, but the Leviathans hold on and they take over Cass. The boys think he's dead. Sam is struggling with seeing Lucifer because remember those walls were taken down. All season he's struggling with this. And Cass was supposed to fix him and he didn't. Eventually, Sam ends up in the loony bin, but Amnesia Cass is found. His name is Emmanuel, and he finally fixes Sam, but he ends up staying in the loony bin for a while Meg watches over him. In the end, they all team up to stop Dick Roman, but Dean and Cass suddenly disappear
Dick.
into
Old
purgatory.
Dick.
Crowley takes Kevin, and Sam is alone until he
Um,
finds a stupid-ass dog and
just
Amelia.
real quick, yes, DT, there are trees. One of the best episodes of trees is like the apple
Scarecrow,
orchard
season
one.
1.
Yeah, yes,
Scarecrow.
yes.
Scarecrow,
That one,
season
season 1, DT. There you go. It's probably one of the spookier episodes too.
What did he ask? He wants trees?
No, he's
No.
drinking a beer.
Tunnel
There
of
it is.
trees
I'm
from
drinking
True
Tunnel
Brewing.
of Trees.
Okay.
And there was probably trees in the show, right?
And
Absolutely.
I was
One
gonna
time-
say that, and you brought it up. So
Look
yeah.
at that.
One
See,
time,
more-
Dean wakes up surrounded by trees and a
like-
bunny
it's
rabbit
like
and
we've
has
never
no memory
drifted
of the night
apart
before.
for
Yep.
no. Just two pals getting back together.
Tis the
And
season.
also-
I might reactivate my Twitter just to watch you tweet about the Green Bay Packers the rest of the year.
Oh,
That's one of my favorite things of fall.
And also,
Oh.
you mentioned.
This
I think he
is
does it on
this is-
Threads now.
I don't even have Threads, first of all, now, which is Instagram.
I don't
so
even
we
have
already
Threads.
that.
I'm gonna have to get that just to.
You're gonna have to
just
get Threads.
that out.
And second of all, I didn't have much to complain about last week. So,
I don't
tomorrow
think you're
night's
gonna have
game.
much to complain about this year. In all honesty.
We'll see. We'll see how we handle a running quarterback tomorrow night in Jaden Daniels. And if we stop him, then I'm buying a ticket to the Super Bowl. No questions asked.
Can you just buy a ticket to the Super Bowl?
Sure,
Oh,
why
yeah.
not?
I
My
thought it was
kids
like
don't need
you
to go
had
to
to like
college.
know somebody or something.
College is overrated. Send him to a trade school.
Excuse me, I am a Green Bay Packer owner. Okay,
He is an owner, official.
I showed
owner.
them that piece of paper and they laughed me out of the building. But I'm somebody. Okay, they say you and like 300 other thousand people.
You could be
dumbass.
just a fan.
That's listen. They're gonna actually ask me as an owner to be the halftime show. This is where I break the news.
I can teach you how to spin a rifle.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hit the spin-a-rooney on stage, but yes, in fact. Anyways, back to Supernatural because listen. Okay, speaking of Supernatural, though, there are supernatural powers that works when we trade a quarterback and they go to their third team. That's when our powers activate. I don't
Whose
think it
powers
has to.
activate?
So here's the thing: Brett Favre went from the Packers to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers
you're
went from
gonna
the
say
Packers
to
to the Jets.
Jeans ads. Okay.
Stay with me.
Oh
Brett
no.
Favre
that
then
was
went to
not-
the Vikings.
Brett Favre. You said Brett Favre.
Brett Favre
Doesn't
then
he
went to
do
the
like
Vikings.
Jean commercials for Walmart
He
now?
also defraud. He frauds welfare, but that's neither here nor there. And he sends
But he had
DICK pictures
braces as
to
an adult.
unwilling participants. But anyways,
What?
For what? You can't defraud welfare if you have braces as an adult.
I don't know. It showed an innocence as an adult.
He went to the Vikings. Packers won the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers now has gone to the Steelers, his third team, and we're looking pretty hot. Just saying.
All
Just
right.
It's a fair point.
Anyways,
All right. So if nobody wants to
Yeah.
say anything about Dick Roman,
Dick Roman's actually one of my favorite characters in all of Supernatural. That's a one season kind of a guy. I just like the
Yeah.
way he plays the character. He's like so easy to hate, but he plays it so well.
that's
Yeah.
the best kind.
Unfortunately, Bobby gets got by Dick Roman.
Yeah.
But you
We've
get
gone
you
this
get-
entire show without mentioning Jim Beaver as Bobby. Like, I mean, what a character.
a
I
phenomenal
didn't like
character.
When he died, the problem Supernatural has, in my opinion, is when they kill off a big character, it doesn't feel like they're killing off a big character.
Shock moment though. I mean,
Yeah.
well, that's the nice thing
Yes.
about Supernatural is because he's eventually going to come back. But my
I
wife,
mean,
like
fair.
later on when they open up the portal and the people from
Right.
the alternate universe come in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's Bobby, and my wife's like, that's fake Bobby. That's not real Bobby.
Yeah.
She's
And I'm like,
right.
oh, come on.
You know, one thing I'll say
Come
about
on.
season 7, it has Bobby dying, but it also introduces us to Charlie. And
Yes.
one of my
And Garth,
biggest
and Garth, right?
and Garth,
No.
yeah. One of my
Yes.
biggest
I think
bummer.
Garth was he season 7? It was
I
the
think he might have
episode
been
we meet Garth in the episode we meet the guy from Hamilton.
I feel like he might have been earlier than season 7.
I think he
I
might have
actually
been
Garth was
6.
around for a long while. He's another pound for pound.
Yeah.
It is because the episode I'm thinking of is Party on Garth, but that's when
Oh, that we had already met him.
the
That's a
description
phenomenal
Dean's
one.
one-time hunter partner Garth. So
Right,
they
yeah.
had one episode. So this is his
Right.
second episode. Yeah.
But one thing I'm kind of bummed about, I wish Charlie and Bobby had gotten some stuff together because I think that would have been a really cool combo. And they only got the one
two
episode.
of them?
Yeah. They only got the one episode, and Bobby was dead.
Correct.
Oh, that's
That's
a good
absolutely
point. I didn't
correct.
even think about that, dude.
Bobby's the one that caused her to get her arm broken.
Right, because he went
Yeah.
rogue and pushed Dick Roman
Right.
because he snuck himself
Because he went
into
after
the
Dick
bag.
in the building. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I like
Yeah.
when he's like, "Oh, just so you know, there's a flask in there. Be careful, don't lose it." And she's like, "Good idea." And she takes a swig from it.
Her intro is one of my favorite intros of any character.
Walking on
this show.
sunshine.
Walking on sunshine. She's just jamming in the elevator, going up to her desk. Like, I mean,
She's
just
like the
perfect.
best. She's so free spirited and chill and,
And she's
like,
been drunk
dude,
at Comic-Con. And I
When-
like
and-
Dean's
Yep.
like, who hasn't
Slave
been
Leia
there?
tattoo.
If you have to
Right.
rank
On an
people's
eight-sided
deaths, like saddest deaths, she definitely is up there. What I
Oh,
love,
easy.
I guess in a
I was
bad way,
so
what I
mad.
loved about it was after she dies and Dean just goes berserk mode. And it was
I
just like,
love
that was such a
Dean.
good episode.
Outside
That was
of,
He
such a
like,
has
good
Mark
Mark
episode.
Dean.
Outside of Kevin, I think Charlie hits him harder than anybody.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
other
know,
than Cass.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
I
Cass
would say-
dying in the
I think
the day
Crowley and
Jack
Charlie
was
hit me
born.
harder than Cass. I'm sorry.
The only
Mm.
thing I was okay about with Crowley is the way he went out. He went out
Yeah.
Crowley
Bye,
style.
boys. Yeah, he went out on
he
his
went
own
out Crowley
terms.
style.
Yeah.
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 And it wasn't a surprise. Whereas other people, like when Jim Beaver goes out, it was a shock. Like you weren't expecting that to happen.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
and,
for
and
sure.
Charlie, you weren't expecting to necessarily
Well,
happen.
my thing with Charlie is you don't think it's even the thing because it happens off screen. So I didn't, in my,
Right.
when it happened, I texted Lauren. I was like, that's not, no way. And it was. And I go, what? She's dead off screen.
But she does come back.
I know,
but
but it's not
you-
her though. You know what I
I
mean? And
agree.
they
Yeah,
also
yeah.
kill her
And she
off
even says
screen,
that,
which I
"I'm
feel
not your
like
Charlie."
sucks.
Yeah.
Because at that point, that's what I mean by when their deaths sometimes feel a little unearned because you kill one of your most popular characters off screen, it doesn't feel real. And I get she came back, but it wasn't actually her, and it just is like,
Right. Yeah.
no way, that didn't just happen. And I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's set right with anybody, honestly, Charlie's death.
No.
But I do think it hit Dean really hard. But I think Dean was also pissed at Sam and Cass and everybody who worked behind his back because he told them not to mess with it. But
Right,
I
yep.
think that Cass, when he died the day Jack was born, I think that affected Dean more. But that was like the 17th time he had died. And that was like, I feel like the first time it really hit Dean.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what
And I
another
do
death was?
love- What?
Oh, what do you love?
I was just saying that, like, after a big death, Jensen's acting is incredible. The
Oh, yeah.
way he transforms into that empathy, that sadness, like
Also
insane.
scorched
how-
earth, yeah.
yeah, and that's another reason why I'm like, how is this dude not taking over Hollywood? Because he
Oh,
has
yeah.
Because he
reign.
was too busy doing
Like-
Supernatural for
I
him.
get it. and I get he's on the boys
He was in
right
the
now,
running
and
for
he-
Hawkeye. He was in the running for Hawkeye
Yeah.
for the MCU.
And I believe he turned it down because he couldn't.
Yeah, I think so.
He did
I
say
think
he
he
did
would've been
not try
great.
out for Captain America.
Like,
There are
I-
rumors around that.
I love Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. Don't get me wrong.
I do
wouldn't
too.
change it, but I would have liked to see Jensen Ackles' version of Hawkeye.
He would have been good, but I feel like it would have been a completely different character if it was Jensen, because Jensen was younger, hotter.
yeah.
Like I feel like it would have gone in a very different direction and less available.
We wouldn't have gotten Hawkeye's family or anything. I don't think.
Right. Yeah. That's how I feel. Yeah. And I love Hawkeye's
Emily?
family.
Why did you say that
Yeah,
name?
and obviously that became incredibly relevant in Endgame and whatnot. Well, and
Right,
the
yes.
spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, not the Hawkeye.
the Hawkeye
yes,
show.
the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to seeing what Jensen delivers in Vought Rising, because he said we're going to see a very different Soldier Boy in Vought Rising that we're going to see in The Boys season 5. So I'm guessing that you have more of that innocence, because obviously when we meet him in The Boys, he's a dick.
Yeah.
But this is before he became super famous, before he became popular, when he was just trying to get away from the shit his dad was giving him. Which we saw that with Dean Winchester, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Disapproving fathers seem to be Dean or Jensen Ackles' go-to to acting great.
Yeah,
I love a disappointed father. Come on, it would have been better than my
DT, I
dad
would have
running
loved
away.
him in
and
just about anything.
one other scene I want to shout out for Jensen, when he's beating the crap out of Baby, like in season, I think it's at the end of season 1. Season 1 or season 2.
I think it's the first episode of season 2.
Yes. Yeah. When he's trying to rebuild the car.
Or maybe the second episode, the clown episode, before they go on do the clown thing.
Yeah. When he is just going at Baby just because he's so angry about everything. Like,
everybody loves a clown.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And he was working on the car and trying to make it better, and he's just like, but
Like,
it's
I'm
because
done.
of
Linda Cardellini. God, Grandma's boy, Linda Cardellini.
Scooby-Doo Linda Cardellini.
When she
that's what I was
turns
thinking.
bad.
Velma.
When
Velma?
Scooby-Doo Linda Cardellini turns like bad Velma, forget about it.
Damn.
Forget about it.
Velma sure does love Sam's shoulders.
Oh God. Anyways,
So,
what were we talking about again?
Season 8, Dean and Benny get out of purgatory. Sam has a dog and ends up dating Amelia for a while. Eventually, Cass gets out too, thanks to Naomi, but she's an evil angel and controls Cass until Dean manages to break the control she has over him, as Cass is trying to kill Dean. Then the boys decide to seal up Hell forever. They meet Metatron. Gross. The final test to seal up Hell is to cure a demon. Of course, they decide to cure Crowley. Dean learns this will kill Sam. Actually, he learns it from Naomi. So as Crowley is about to be cured, Dean stops him. Metatron takes Cass's grace. Sam is not feeling so great. Metatron casts all the angels out of heaven, and they fall to earth.
All I am going to say about season 8 is that Metatron is the fucking worst.
Hate him.
Amen.
I think he might be
loathe Metatron.
Him and Naomi,
dude.
I think he might be my most
hated
hated character on the show. Like,
absolutely
anybody. Like, I love Curtis Armstrong. Like, don't get me wrong, fantastic actor, love him. But Metatron is just the worst.
Well, I feel like they tried to have him redeem himself with the whole Amara thing, but it was like, no, you're too far gone. You killed Dean.
Too far gone.
You can't kill Dean and come back unless you're Walt and Roy, apparently, because nobody really cares about them.
What are we on season 9?
8. Do you want me to
season 8? And in season 8, you get LARP in the real world.
That's
a real girl. Sorry,
good one.
Yep. Great episode.
I actually liked the Remember the Titans episode. I thought that was a pretty good one. But Everybody Hates Hitler is a fantastic
episode.
Yes.
Most Hitler ones are great.
Yep, that was the first one, because that's the first time you see the Golem, I believe.
And that's when we meet the cardigan guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kevin's mom is in season 8. She's fantastic.
Oh, Mrs. Tran.
The Trans got it so dirty, dude. They didn't deserve the things that happened to them. Okay.
Kevin might have gotten the shortest end of the stick out of anybody.
I kept telling Matt every time we talk about Kevin, I'm like, oh, it gets worse. Oh, how can it get worse? Oh, it gets worse. How can it get worse?
I was like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. And then it
Chuck
got
just
worse.
sent him to heaven. No, it gets worse.
No, like it got worse, and I don't know why they had to do that.
So much better.
I don't know why they chose to do him so dirty. I don't know.
That's messed up. I mean, great story, but it was messed up.
It was. And then I do like, because in this one it's funny because Dean is at the LARPing. I do enjoy a little bit of them leaning into the nerd things. Okay. I really do.
Yeah.
I liked when Sam told Charlie and Dean, apparently he was killed by Belladonna, and they both immediately like, the porn star? And they were both so serious. And when I've watched that clip so many times come up on Reels, and every time I have to take turns watching both of their reactions because it's so funny. When Sam's like, no, the poison. And they're like, oh.
The relationship that Charlie has with both of them, but especially her and Dean, is one of my favorites of the entire show. Like, he is the sister that they never had and always wanted.
Yeah. Right. And there's zero sexual tension because immediately she's like, I'm into girls. And they're like,
cool.
Right. Whereas
He's
Dean's,
just
I
like,
feel
"All
like
right."
into everybody. Like Dean is not. If you're hot, Dean's into you. I feel like
well,
Yeah.
that's evidenced by his orgy.
right.
yeah,
But I love that because they also respect her so much because she's so smart and she's so funny.
Yeah.
And yeah,
she saves
Yeah.
the day a lot too,
does.
especially in the Leviathans,
she hooks
season.
them up with their
you know?
freaking credit cards that are like foolproof
Mhm.
until
She
Chuck says
does.
"F you."
Mhm.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is
Charlie's
true.
fantastic.
I do.
Yeah.
She again. That's why her death pissed me off, man.
All her episodes are great. Wizard of Oz, and then she calls them Groot and Rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is just
yeah.
great.
Oh, and then the episode where she's stuck in the video game, and then Dean has to be like all dressed like he's like World War
Yep.
II.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she's in the black tank top.
Yeah,
Yep.
so much fun.
It
Like-
is,
Sounds
it is
great.
solid.
All right, 9. Cass is human. Crowley's having feelings, and Gadriel is inside
God.
Sam fixing him. Dean gets the Mark of Cain to stop Abaddon. Metatron kills Dean because he's a dick. But Crowley knows that doesn't mean anything, and we end with a dead Dean waking up with black eyes. That was probably my favorite finale.
Yes,
And I
because
was
they
That was
really-
very
really,
happy I was
really
not
good
watching the
finale.
show live because I could immediately watch the next episode.
It was that was a great ender, especially because Sam is trying to summon Crowley, and
Mhm.
Crowley
Yeah.
is there but won't show himself. And
Yeah.
then Sam walks away, and then Crowley looks down and tells Dean to wake up, and then wakes up with the black eyes. And you're just like, what a great ending!
Oh, seriously.
Absolutely
Your
killer
brother's in
ending.
the other room trying to summon me.
Yeah.
again.
No, I got to
There's
shout out
other-
one of my favorite Crowley lines of all time is, "Am I the only gay piece on the board who doesn't underestimate those damn rap nightmares?"
Yes. See, like
I like when he yells,
Crowley-
"They ate my tailor."
Morons.
Oh, Plan D for dumbass. I think that's my favorite line. Maybe you
Oh,
could
we
try
always gotta
Plan
do
D for dumbass. When Crowley
Crowley,
sets the
see,
mood.
again, that's why Crowley is like
Yeah.
the best character, man. He's just so
Oh, no. One
over
other
it.
great one between Bobby and him. Why'd you have to take a picture?
Why'd you have to use tongue? Mark Shepard has that picture on his phone
Yeah.
at all times.
I would too.
Yeah. Amazing. I'd make it my
I would too.
screensaver.
I saw him in Utah and like I've never seen somebody pull a picture up so fast. You know it's in his
You
favorite.
just had that ready to go, huh?
He did.
That's
Fantastic.
hilarious.
Top 10, 15 moment of the entire show. Easy.
Yes, easily. Now,
All right.
I don't really have any other thoughts about season 9. Honestly, it was like season 9 was kind of those like Metatron's
We met
still a
Kane. I
dick.
liked meeting
Like
Kane.
we did get Kane. I do like the introduction of Kane, but season
Blood.
10
Perfect casting.
is
Can I-
probably
can
the
I-
opening.
yeah. Can I just give Tim Amundsen all the praise in the world? He's one of my
Yes.
Hell yeah.
favorite actors on the planet.
He plays Kane really well.
He's
Agree.
incredible, kid. And if you guys have ever seen Psych out there, Psych and Supernatural actually
Oh
share
yeah.
a ton of actors, and Tim Amundsen is one of the lead characters on
Oh.
Psych, and he's fantastic.
I didn't realize that. I never. That's
He also
I knew him
plays-
from the show
He also
Gallivant.
plays Blackbeard on Black Sails.
Okay,
Yes.
see that one I knew.
I've loved him. I've loved Tim Amundsen since Luck of the Irish, like back
Yeah.
on Disney Channel.
Did I rewatch
He
the
was
show
in Luck of the
Gallivant?
Irish.
he was the bad guy in Luck of the Irish. Yeah.
That was him.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I made my kids watch that on St. Patrick's Day this year.
Yeah. That's Tim Amundsen.
No,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. One of my
That's
all-time
crazy.
favorites.
I had no idea. That's
Yeah, he's
awesome.
so good.
That is awesome. He goes to a lot of conventions too, which I love.
Yeah.
Dang, I had no idea that was him. That's crazy.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm speechless. Lauren, take us away because I don't know how to follow this up. I that's crazy. I had no idea.
Follow up by season 10.
Yep.
Dean and Crowley have a
Human
super fun
orgies.
orgy-filled summer until Sam and Cass cure Dean, but he still has the mark. Rowena informs them it's a curse, which curses can be broken.
Aergus.
So they
Um,
enlist Charlie, and they secretly break the curse, and the darkness is
okay, but
unleashed.
Emily Swallow really hot in Supernatural. Just to put
Man.
that out.
When I realized that was
not
the
in the
armorer from,
Mandalorian.
yeah. When I realized that was her, that was one of my mind blown moments.
Snack.
Um,
Absolutely.
But no, I'm in the middle of season 10 right now, and I just watched 2 of like my favorite episodes. The play at the all girls school.
Oh, fan
Ooh,
fiction.
fiction.
Yeah, when they do fan fiction, just
That's got to
absolutely
be like a top
the-
10,
Yeah.
for sure, close to top 5 episode of
the
all time.
fourth wall break that Jensen Ackles does when he looks at the camera after talking about
The
girl.
Destiel. That was apparently not
kills me
scripted.
every
Yeah.
single time. One of my favorite moments of the entire show. And then Ask Jeeves when they go to that fancy house
Yeah.
in Vermont.
Oh, yeah.
That's very underrated. Like a lot of people don't
Bobby.
talk about that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lauren,
that's
you and I were raving about that episode. I feel like on our recap, we really enjoyed the Ask Jeeves episode, and
I thought
we
it was
agreed.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
And apparently
those
there's a
two I
bunch of like Easter eggs in it.
I just watched those last night. Those were so fun.
Oh, nice. I also, this is the season 2 when Demon Dean, it's that kid who says you killed, was it his mom or dad or something like that?
He killed
Like,
his dad.
His dad.
And,
Yeah.
And Dean's just straight whooping his ass every
Yeah,
time.
I call that guy
kid
the
comes
Dollar
in.
General Jeremy Renner.
Get my father.
That's like the Dollar General Jeremy Renner. That's
The
what he looks
Dollar
like.
General. He just he kidnapped Sam, which of course Sam come on, bro, be better. But like the
Sam
fact
had
that
a
every
broken
time,
arm thanks to Osric.
That's true.
Thanks to Kevin Tran in real life.
but every time he goes up against Dean just beats his ass, and it's not even a fight, dude.
It's
He
not
just
even a
whoops
contest.
him.
He's like, ah! He calls
And
him
it's
Dino.
almost so pathetic because he keeps coming back for more and talking
And
shit.
Dean's just like,
Dean's just like,
That's what he does the
"Whatever,
Inigo
dude."
Montoya line.
Yep.
What do you think was going to happen? You were going to stroll up here?
And then there's Sam tied up,
I
and it's
love
just
that
like,
scene.
Sam, god damn it, dude, you keep getting punked every episode, and Dean's just out
Right.
here just whooping ass. It's so good, man.
yeah, that whole fight was great from a Dean perspective.
Yeah, and it also I really
he have
enjoy
to
when
do
Dean's
something?
not holding back at the same time because Dean can scrap. He
He's a
really is
fighter.
a good fighter, and this is proof of that when he's got that demon in him, and he go demon time.
Even before that, though, when we saw him at Kane's house, when he's fighting all those demons inside the house, like that's an amazing, and like Kane's just sitting there like
when he gets the
eating.
mark of Cain.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
phenomenal fight scene.
That's
That's
really
a great
good.
episode. That's the one time you see Crowley scared. Like,
Yeah.
like legitimately terrified. It's Kate who does it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He's like, really?
Yeah.
Oy.
Come
Alright.
on, man.
11. The darkness is unleashed. Darkness is a baby who eats souls. However, she quickly grows up, and her and Dean got a little thing going on, but Dean doesn't really seem to understand why.
Because she's
She
a baby.
still must be stopped, so they think. Even with Cassifer and Chuck, it's very difficult to stop her, so they turn Dean into a bomb with a bunch of ghosts in his chest. But Amara senses it, so then he decides, I'm just going to help Amara and Chuck reconcile. They reconcile, they disappear, and Amara gives Dean back the worst possible gift ever, his mom.
Ugh.
Yep.
Listen,
Guess who's
She's
back?
not-
And then we can skip
Mary's
season
back.
12 recap and go right to season 13. But
Okay,
before we
thank
get
you.
there, season 11 has 2 fantastic episodes that are throwaway episodes technically. You
Mhm.
get Just My Imagination, which is
Yes.
fucking amazing.
With him,
Just
so
Nate Torrance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just an
Zana.
amazing episode. And then one of my personal favorites, probably close to a top 5 for me, is Beyond the Mat. The wrestling show.
Oh, I
is
love-
hilarious. Hilarious.
Oh,
And
yes.
like the way Dean just gets so jacked and excited. It's a great episode. I love that episode. It's just one of those fun ones for me.
One of the
Yeah.
one I want to shout out, Baby, when it's all from the
Oh,
perspective
yeah.
of
Oh,
the
Baby is-
absolutely, yes.
That
Baby is a
episode
what
is
a way to do an episode.
an episode, just a masterclass on film, filmography.
Yeah.
It is well shot.
Yeah.
All the angles are so good, and just looking from the car outside at the fight that's going on around the car and the things that happen inside the car.
Because that's the Werepire
Legitimate.
episode, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
a
I think so,
werepire.
yeah.
It's a Noxier or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
A werepire, you might say.
Yeah.
It's just a
What was the one they
masterclass.
called the Jefferson Starship?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
with
yeah, yeah.
Eve. Eve was creating Jefferson starships.
Yes.
Great.
And then Sam's like, Jefferson Starship.
You think they
great
would have picked a
season.
shorter band name, but
What did Dean say? Because they're hard to get rid of or something? They're annoying
yeah, something like that.
and they're hard to get rid of.
We could have just kept, I don't know, him for DT out there. That would have been a great band name or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Trap these days, but oh god, yeah, we can skip season 12 though. There's no redeeming qualities of season 12.
Catch sucks.
Catch is awful.
He does.
Mick,
Well, I'll just
I
do
liked
Mommy
Mick.
Dearest
Mick,
is
I come
back.
around to Mick,
Yeah.
okay? And I didn't know
Oh,
why
Jack
everybody
is
hated.
born at the end of 12.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Yes.
So you have Lucifer possessed, Vince Vincente, the president.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if Jack did a DNA test, do you think the president would come up?
Good question.
I don't
Great
know.
question.
Yeah.
Because he looks more
Ooh.
like the president than he does Mark Pellegrino. Well, actually, he looks just like Misha, which is just weird.
I mean, Misha is his dad after all.
I mean, maybe that's what it was. It was, he conformed to look like the guy that his mom wanted to be his dad, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
It
Kelly
is-
Klein, right?
Well, okay, so she's not. There are some good moments, I guess, and this is where Eileen, right? So Eileen accidentally kills the one guy, which I think this is again just the
That guy was a
stupidity
douche.
of.
He had it coming.
This is where the men of letters are so stupid
Mhm.
because they killed one of our own. Blah, blah, blah. Hey,
She has to
dumbass!
die.
You
It's the
knew that
code.
she killed one of your own, but you didn't see the fucking demon. Excuse my language.
Dexter
YouTube,
has
don't
a
kick us
better
off.
code than these people.
The demon that disappeared. She
Mhm.
was aiming to save everybody, and the demon disappeared. Come on, bro. And then that stupid lady, and then Mick dies by catch. Mick, I was coming around on. Mick finally realized that the Winchesters were good, and then
He had
they're
a
like,
shot.
we're gonna kill all the American hunters, and it's just kind of one of those things where you're like, okay, you're Britain, you're this tiny island. What are you gonna do then? Okay, they're gonna run rampant in America because you clearly don't have enough people as it is. Stupid.
Mick
The British men of
only
letters suck.
joined the Men of Letters because he was an orphan. Thank you.
Yeah, and she like gaslit him his entire life. Oh my God, look at us. We're sharing the same beers. Damn,
Gabrielle just brought it to me. Also,
Hey.
the purchaser of this beautiful pillow behind me.
that's true.
We're live right now. Yeah, you can't come on. Thank you.
And hi, Brielle.
Matt says hi. She says hi. But yeah, I love
what a
Mick.
waste of a season.
And honestly, when I rewatched it, I was like, I didn't realize he was only in a couple of episodes.
Yeah.
Right. It's one of those you feel like he's in more, but he's really not.
That's
It's
true. You feel like
amazing.
he's in
Like-
multiple seasons.
Well,
There
like
are, like,
Henry.
There are like what
Because season
15,
12
20
felt like
characters.
3.
There are like 15 or 20 characters on this show that you feel like they were on for at least 2 or 3 seasons, and they have like 10 appearances.
Or like
Yeah.
Henry Winchester was only in 2 episodes, but I feel like because he
Yeah, I just watched his.
He's only in 2?
I think so. I think
thought he
he's
was in more because there was that whole.
I could be
It's-
wrong. It could be 3.
It feels
but
like
he's in a
more.
flashback, and then he's in the
Wow.
episode where they bring him he introduces him to the bunker.
I thought there was one more aside from that. I thought.
He's in the Winchesters. Did anybody watch the Winchesters or just me?
I have to check out the Winchesters sometime. I mean, I know it's not. It's not,
It's not
too
great,
much.
but it's worth watching.
It's
If you
got
like
Meg Donnelly
Supernatural.
from Zombies in it, so I probably should
Okay.
have, but I didn't.
All right.
Yeah, we saw her at Magic Kingdom. I'm like, that's Mary
You
Winchester.
saw her?
I told you that months ago. We
I
saw
don't
her.
think
She was
in
she was
in
a finalist in Masked Singer, the most recent season.
Listen, my daughter lives for the Zombies and Descendants franchise, and honestly, Zombies 4 came out, and her and Milo Manheim are basically tossing it to the next generation, and I wasn't down. I wasn't down for that, man. Zed and Addison, I don't want to see them go.
So I
Like-
just looked up. Yeah, Henry Winchester is in 1 episode of season 8 and 1 episode.
Wow,
Wow,
no
the
way.
suspense is
I
killing
thought
me.
he.
Okay. Maybe I froze for a second.
No, it
Yeah.
was it was him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
no. 1 episode of season 8, 1 episode of season 9. That's it.
Okay, so it was only 2.
Huh.
And the season
All right.
9 was a flashback with Abaddon.
Right.
Yeah, he was fantastic though. And I
Loved
loved
him.
that they like I love how well they go back with flashbacks and pull in things and make things more relevant and make more sense.
Yeah.
It's
They
like,
do
of
a
course,
great job
John
with that.
Winchester was angry. His dad abandoned him. No, he didn't. And it
Mhm.
makes more sense that his dad was so good at hunting.
Yep.
Or their dad.
Yeah.
But
Wow, that's crazy. Only 2 episodes. That is wow. I don't know. It really felt like more because I feel like there was a few episodes of the Alpha Vampire that I feel like Henry kept popping up in, but I guess not. And
Yeah.
Huh.
No, it's
Wow.
amazing what the show does.
yeah.
can we move on from season 12? Are we done with
So
season 12? please?
13. A baby
13.
is born.
Damn,
Jack
that's
isn't
fresh.
so bad, but he's full grown and he brings back Cass. So
He
there's
shows up to
lots
fast
of
food joints naked.
yes. Well, he was in his birthday suit. So there's a lot of back and forth from
Fair.
our world to Apocalypse World, which opened during Jack's labor. Lucifer wants Jack. They meet Scooby-Doo. Gabriel is back. Lucifer takes Jack's power. Then takes Sam and Jack. So Dean suggests Otherworld Michael wear Dean to the prom to stop Lucifer.
Oh.
He succeeds, but then Michael decides to stay inside Dean because who wouldn't want to stay inside Dean?
This is where Dean becomes, god dang, what's that damn show?
What? Start over?
It's Dean becomes, starts dressing like he's on
Peaky
Cillian
Blinders.
Murphy.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
With
Jeez,
Michael. Yeah.
Louise.
He was this is the worst version of Dean.
I didn't like this. I didn't like the way he dressed. Like,
I didn't mind the attire at all, but obviously he's a D-bag and a half.
Yeah, he's a douchebag and a half for sure.
yeah. No, what did you think about this version of Dean compared to others?
I agree with the take of like he's total D-bag, but that's what I love about it is he played it so well.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
Such a good job. And
Yeah.
also the height of I'd have to look at the when this season dropped. It was 2018, so I'd also have to look at when Peaky Blinders came out because it was probably around the same time because we were big Peaky Blinders in our house. So
Okay,
I really
I
like
actually
the
have never seen
entire.
it.
So it's a great series. Great series.
I haven't
Peaky
seen it
Blind-
either, but aren't the same people doing a Guinness show soon?
They
I'm
are,
definitely
yes.
gonna watch
Yeah.
that.
The
Are
movie
they?
Peaky Blinders
Yeah,
came out in
about the Guinness
2013.
family. Yep.
What's
Wait,
that?
it came out when?
13.
The show?
Did it really?
Oh no, the movie.
Oh no, that's
Um,
separate.
Oh,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
did
yeah.
the show first come out? Because I thought the show.
The show's got to be like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Because
Wait,
yeah,
actually-
that's what I thought.
Actually, it looks like it was the show. Yeah. Like 36 episodes. Yeah, 2013 to 2022.
Wow,
Yeah.
and only
They must be
36
they must
episodes
be
in that.
clumping in whatever was 13 because there's no way.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I
I
thought
know
it came out
nothing
a little
about
later.
Peaky Blinders.
I haven't watched it, but I
except that they wear
knew
those hats.
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it reminds me of Gangs of New York as well.
When does it take place? Does it take place in like the 20s or the 30s?
Yeah, 1920s in England. Yeah,
Is it like in England? So it's not a prohibition thing.
it does involve prohibition because they're
Oh.
supplying to the states. That's actually
Gotcha.
part of the show.
So then that
Um,
makes more sense that same people would be doing a Guinness show.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird because it starts off as there are horse betting and they basically fix the races,
Mhm.
like without spoiling anything because that's not a big part of the show. But
Right.
that's how it starts. And but yeah, that's such a great show. It's definitely worth the watch, Matt, for sure.
I've had people recommend it, but I guess I'm always just too busy rewatching Supernatural
Well,
and the
and
boys.
I think the positive about it is it's like each season's only 6 episodes, and I think there's only 4 seasons.
And they're on
Maybe 5
Netflix?
seasons.
Are they
Yeah,
like the Sherlock where it's an hour and a half?
they're an
episode?
hour. They're an hour.
Okay. Okay.
So
that
So it's
makes
like
sense.
movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
But you
six-
can, I mean, 6 episodes, you could blow through that.
Yeah.
6 seasons, 6 episodes each.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's not bad. All right.
I gotta find time. My gosh, I don't have the time of day.
Well, you're done with Supernatural now, so you have time.
Yeah.
You have more
no,
time.
you'd think so, but God
And-
bless. There's
and also-
I know.
to be watched.
Also, I
and
have to shout out season 13.
I'm training for a
Scoo-
stupid half marathon. Like
Oh,
an idiot.
Scooby Natural?
Scooby Natural is
that
one
was
of
in
the
season 13.
greatest.
Okay,
Yeah.
I skipped ahead and watched Scooby Natural only in a vacuum.
We did an
because Lauren and I did an
episode on it.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
I think
and
we did it for
Supernatural.
September 13th because
It's
it's the
I was
anniversary of
living in
both.
the hotels when I first moved to Virginia, so I didn't even get to my house yet. I was in the hotels here in Virginia. So this was September 2023 is when I first watched that one.
But I did watch it before
love,
to make
love.
sure it wasn't going to spoil anything. 'Cause you were seasons behind at that point. So
I was a
like,
couple
okay,
seasons behind. Yeah.
you're good. This is standalone. And like
Yeah.
side note, so I was actually at Universal on Sunday and I wore my Supernatural shirt intentionally. Did the meet and greet with Scooby Doo.
Oh.
Immediately, Velma looks at my shirt and goes,
Right.
"Sam and his shoulders." And then Fred puts his shoulders up really high and goes, "Who do I look like?" And it's pretending.
Oh,
and they were.
yes.
And then Daphne goes, "Sam's all right, but that Dean." And
Oh my God.
it was amazing.
That's
Meanwhile, my
great.
8-year-old's there with a milkshake, and Shaggy's like, "What's in your cup over there?" And like they're all talking to me about my shirt. But it was fantastic. So, and shout out to Jeremy Adams who wrote the episode, made it happen. He writes comic books. We got to interview him recently, and like this,
It's been
and it took
requested
a
I
while
put the
to
helmet
make.
on, so just ignore me. Anyways, DT was wondering why it was doing
Can
this
you hear
episode.
with that
with the
on, or are
helmet
you
on.
deaf and blind?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
We're good. Continue. I said
Good.
ignore me. Just carry on.
Carry
All right,
on,
Matt.
my wayward son. All right. So yeah, 13. Jack isn't so bad. He's full grown. Oh, I already said all this. Any
Yeah.
more on 13? Because 13 is great.
Yeah, 13's crazy.
All right, 14. Michael Dean is making new monsters. Dean manages to get him locked up in the cooler at Rocky's bar, which we
You're
talked
not
about before,
sending me to the cooler.
which is up in his head. But Dean obviously knows this is temporary. That's when he makes the Malik box. John shows up for a family dinner. It doesn't last long, though. He has to go back. Jack is chipping away at his soul to help and then eventually his soul is gone. Then he accidentally kills
yes.
Mary because she was being annoying and not giving him space. She was upset he killed Nick, who was resurrecting Lucifer. Jack acted reasonably in killing Nick. Because much
He
like
really did.
Peacemaker and not like Batman, he keeps his enemies 6 feet under.
Dang it,
They
my
try to
Peacemaker
control
helmet's
Jack,
downstairs.
but of course it backfires. Jack makes everyone stop lying,
knows it.
and that is when we learn that the president made a deal with Crowley. Chuck
Yes.
shows up, kills Jack, and then unleashes hell on Earth.
Well, to be fair to Jack, I feel like we really skipped over in season 13 the fact that Dean was so awful to Jack. And he even told him
Yeah.
how he would kill him, no questions asked.
And he
Sam
got
was
really nice. He's meaner to
Yeah.
him in 15, I think.
Yeah.
And like,
I'd
not
agree with
for-
that.
Not for nothing, but like Jack didn't know what was going on. Okay,
I
at
hated how
all.
Dean treated Jack. I hated it.
It wasn't
Yeah,
fair.
that was pretty messed up. Yeah,
Like, he's an infant.
because Jack had no he had no responsibility for what he was, and like that was
Right.
And then
It
he was
wasn't
even
on
trying
him.
to explain, like, hey, my mom and Crowley. And also, I don't blame him in season 14 for killing Mary because he was trying to tell her to get away. And she kept like, no.
She wouldn't
And
give him
so
space. And
ultimately,
she was
she
mad that he killed Nick.
Mhm.
If he
got
hadn't
cooked.
killed Nick, Lucifer would have been back.
Yeah. And that was a whole other mess of problems. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Jack solved a lot of problems and Dean just didn't appreciate him enough.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that relationship was always a little screwy.
Yes,
Yeah,
and not to make
yeah.
excuses. I feel like Dean was just upset about, Cass dying and then Mary being gone. But the fact that you're praying for a demon to come back and not giving this brand new child a chance
Yeah,
is not fair. But I did love how Sam stepped up because Sam was like, and he even said to Dean, "Look, I was drinking demon blood and you were there for me. Dad told you to kill
Yeah.
me and you didn't kill me. Like, let's stick up for Jack." But
Not to mention, like, Dean had saved other demons and vampires and stuff that he didn't think
Benny.
were evil.
Benny.
Yeah.
That
and
that's
I
the
hated how
thing.
Sam treated Benny.
That's the thing that always makes me chuckle about all stuff is they do a lot of the same stuff every
Yeah.
single season, and then they always get mad at each other for it. Like
Like, they get
and they always
jealous.
lie to each other about it too.
Right. It's like, you're my best friend. How dare you have another best friend kind of thing.
No.
I don't know.
Right?
But I mean, we do see in season 15 that Chuck was influencing a lot of Dean's anger, but I still don't want to make excuses for that because I think that outside of killing Amy Pond, my least favorite thing is when Dean treats Jack like shit.
Was season 14 when the boys like all their luck wore off? Was that this season?
That was
And they had to-
15.
That's 15.
Oh, okay. I'm a season
That's a
ahead.
great episode.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I absolutely love it.
15, season
Rose
15
Journey.
is littered with great episodes.
It really is. You get Mrs.
Yeah.
Butter.
I thought season
Last
15
Ball,
Butter,
Hero's
Season
yeah.
15
Journey.
from front to back was amazing. I really, really enjoyed, except for not from front to
Finale.
back.
The finale.
I'm sorry.
ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Have you heard?
episode 19 should have been the finale. That's the finale
Yeah.
we should have gotten.
But have you heard the story about what they were gonna do for the finale?
Yes, and it makes me even more sad.
Oh my god, they were gonna get literally like everybody,
Kansas.
I still feel like
everybody
they could
important
have.
that had ever been
It
on
was
the show.
COVID.
Yeah,
They said they
yeah,
couldn't.
they had to
'cause-
throw it together so fast because
yeah,
they were prior to that season being recorded. They had just signed a deal to go 5 years, and then COVID happened, and then it caused them to call it quits. Or maybe it was 2 years before this. Maybe it was before season 14. They had signed a 5-year deal, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they were-
and so
they
you were
were-
super excited, but then that happened.
they were literally gonna get like every major actor who had ever been on the show, like all the important people, and they were gonna.
I
be
feel like
in a
they still
bar
could
and hanging out.
And the
I
band
mean,
Kansas was going to be
they-
there.
they-
Yeah,
Actually,
they were gonna have
fucking carry
Kansas there.
on.
Yeah, Like I wish they could just get together and make that episode anyway as a
Okay.
standalone.
No, because in my head canon, what actually happens is all a fever dream, and Dean never died, and Sam never grew old and died.
You guys, while he's talking.
Okay, so I feel like they rode off into the sunset, and they're still fighting demons to this day. That's my head canon. And when they eventually
You
reboot
look
the
more like
series,
Bullseye than Daredevil in that. Like when Bullseye dresses as Daredevil.
because I haven't got the red
Season
film.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got the red film yet for the eyes to make it like red. I just haven't done that yet. So don't worry. That's coming. Yeah, you see.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's your jawline is more like the Bullseye character than Charlie Cox.
You know what? That's fine. I'll kill in the
It's
name of
not
peace.
bad. It's just I'm looking at you and I'm like, you look evil.
I look like a chicken in this. Like, I just got
When
like
you do that, maybe.
I don't know. I feel like
Oh
my
my
eyes,
God.
my eyes look like chicken eyes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which,
Anyways.
speaking of chicken, can I shout out the
I
episode
had no
where?
idea what you were saying.
Speaking of chicken, can I shout out the episode where Dean can talk to animals?
Yeah.
Yes, Dog
Just-
Dean afternoon.
Dog,
Yes.
yeah, and the one where he's talking, where Cass is talking to the cat for a second, and then and then we hear
Dumbass. Yes.
dumbass.
Oh, we skipped
Looney
over
Tunes one is so underrated.
one of the earlier episodes where that guy's familiar and him were getting freaky, and that was
creepy.
weird.
Oh, yeah,
too,
with the
speaking
dog.
of. Yeah, that shit was weird, man.
A
Yeah,
little
really
weird.
weird.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
They definitely
was-
had some moments that were a little bit awkward.
It was
Mhm. Yeah, the witch.
Uh,
Yeah,
Lauren, take us into the final season. Why don't you?
God is the bad guy. God was never on your side.
I
Jack
coulda
comes
told
back
you
with
that.
a mission from Billy. Chuck wants to destroy all the universes, and Billy is attacking too. Sir,
Amara
this
comes
is a
back.
radio shed. Cass sacrifices himself for Dean. Dean and Sam fight God, and Jack sucks up all Chuck's power like he did when Michael and Lucifer fought. Jack is the new God. He walks away. Cue montage. Dean dies. Sam grows old. Bobby welcomes Dean to heaven, and we never see Cass again.
Which isn't fair because Cass is helping Jack rebuild heaven, and literally,
I hated that we never saw Cass.
their son is
Yeah.
literally God, and they're just gonna let Dean die in that manner. I'm not buying it,
Right.
dude. No,
Dean
not
wanted to
buying
die.
it. No,
I personally think
I don't
Dean,
care.
after Cass sacrificed
No,
himself,
No,
he wanted Sam to move on and have a life.
no.
Cass never came back to even tell him, "Hey, dude, I'm okay. Jack pulled me out of the empty
because
again.
of
We're just
COVID.
You're in heaven."
No.
And Dean was done. Dean didn't care. He-
COVID
No.
royally screwed the end of the show.
In
I
the
agree.
rebooted,
But they were going to kill Dean anyways.
no. In the rebooted Supernatural, Cass says, "Hey, dude, it's all good. I got this." Dean goes on to live a life. They hunt a little bit. They have families. Nope.
Yeah.
None of
Dean
that
should have had a
happened.
family.
Dean doesn't die for some rebar after getting stuck looking at a freaking vampire from
why?
season 2.
Season
Right.
1. But like, how does he even
Oh.
remember her name? It should have been Amy Pond's son.
I was going to say that they missed a huge
Yeah.
opportunity that Amy Pond's son should have came because he said, "When I grow older, I'm going to come and kill you."
Yep. Yep.
And that would have been a good
Yeah.
callback
Way to
for that.
tie it all together, man.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
could have
And-
tied that all together.
And I remember the one I forgot to mention about the that could have spun off into something else. The Chicago Monster War episode. I just watched that recently.
Bloodlines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bloodlines. They should have had that dude Edis, who like became a hunter basically in that episode. I think they should have done a whole spin-off series, like the whole make it like Supernatural Chicago Monster.
Well, that's
War.
what their
And
plan was, and it like
Yeah,
did terrible, and people hated it. I thought it was good. I like the Romeo and Juliet aspect.
yeah, I
Mhm.
love that
Yeah.
episode. I thought that would have been a great spin-off story.
That was a really good episode.
It's
Mhm.
I don't understand why it's so low rated, and I wonder
Me
if
neither.
they brought
Yeah.
if something. I think anything that didn't have Sam and Dean, people are like, "Oh, fuck you,"
Which
like,
is
I'm
so
not into this.
lame because it's like, dude, just
Some of those are some of the
watch
best
the-
episodes.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, watch the
Yeah.
stories, let it unfold. Like, just because they're not into it, whatever, that's okay.
I
Yeah.
don't.
It's nice to have a break sometimes, man.
I don't know how Wayward Sisters would have worked out, but I definitely would have given it a shot. I
When
feel like
they
that
first
could've been-
announced it, I thought it'd be successful, but then I was like, maybe not. But I don't know. It was tough. But the characters, the actresses that play all of those characters were phenomenal. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
I don't
Claire, and obviously she's doing great things, and she has She's
She
Claire.
is,
She's
dude.
not Claire,
Catherine
she's,
Newton is such a
yeah.
scream queen. Like I
Dude,
know
she's
she
Ant-Man's
was.
daughter now. Like, good for her.
I know, but watching her in the movie Abigail, if you haven't seen Abigail, it is such a phenomenal, and she is so good in that. She's again scream queen. She is so good in horror movies. I will just about watch any horror movie that Catherine Newton's in because I know it's going to be probably solid.
One of my favorite side characters was Donna. She was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
Donna
Hilarious.
was hysterical.
And I
also,
love how she developed.
Yes.
yeah. And also,
Yes.
shout out Jodie Mills, Kim Rhodes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Fantastic character.
She did not
Fantastic.
age well, to be real. Like her actual self did not age well throughout that series, but fantastic character as well.
Because every time
Love
she showed
Jodie.
up, they were kicking the shit out of her.
That's true. That's
Dude,
true. And
poor
then you take
Jodie.
on two teenagers.
Jodie,
It's
when you're
not
in your-
fair.
Jodie got
Jodie-
messed up.
Jodie deserves so much better because every episode she has a broken leg, a broken arm. She deserves so
Crowley
much
tries
better.
to kill her on a blind date.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not fair because Jodie gets stuck with these foster kids and great and all. Like, she's the best. And then she's so willing to drive anywhere. And again, with the Mississippi episode, right? Where,
Yeah.
patience. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
Missouri.
Missouri, you're right.
Like,
Sorry. Mississippi, Missouri.
Mississippi.
They're backwoods country states
Yeah.
nobody cares about. Anyways, yes, with patience, she goes with Dean and she continuously puts her life in danger. And she comes away with she's got to have great health insurance, first of all.
The whole time travel the time travel episode where Dean goes back in time. And
Oh, and he meets Elliot
Yeah.
Ness.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I learned that from you." I love the whole concept of Elliot Ness was a hunter. I love
Right.
that.
That was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're untouchable."
Yeah.
And then they have the ladies like his Bobby, and it was right after Bobby died.
Yep.
Well, and Jodie, she lost her son, and then they lost
and
their
husband.
mom, and so it's
Mhm.
nice because she's not that much. I don't think she's that much older than them, but she's a mother figure to them.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I feel like they all
Yeah.
thrive from that. But Donna, I love how Donna went from being the butt of the joke to like being a badass hunter.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant in that first episode where they like send her to like the fat camp place or whatever, and they're having her eat
Yeah.
donuts. Like she's
That was
visibly
I think
pregnant
her
with
second
kid.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she is gorgeous.
Because that's
Like,
the episode where
They
the
try to make her not look
it's-
gorgeous. in
isn't that the episode
Supernatural.
with the kitsune or whatever? That's
No, the kitsune's Amy Pond.
okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
the
right. I'm sorry.
fish
You're right.
taco.
I'm sorry. Yes, it's the
Fish
episode because
taco.
she goes there
Taco.
and again the fish taco whole episode, like the bad guys weren't the bad guys, right? They were just kind of like
Sorry, what was
eating
the
people's
monster in
fat. That was
Donna's
okay.
first episode?
Monster
Oh, I don't
Done.
remember.
Because the guy at the beginning dies after eating the wings, and he gets sucked like all the.
Oh, that's the
fat
fish taco one then.
Is that the same?
Yeah. I
it
think
must be
that's
that.
Donna's first episode. Yeah.
But then she comes back, the mascot one where the heads are stuck on,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Maybe that is right. The first.
and then hitting 911 is where she meets Jodie, and Jodie's
Yes,
acting like she's
yeah.
annoying. But then
Friggin'
they
hilarious
figure out-
episode.
I
The
just
besties.
Yeah.
In my they're roommates in my mind that just hang out and they hunt and they,
And they
are
talk
always
crap
there for
about Doug.
absolutely. Also,
Poor Doug, but also, come on, dude.
real
Doug
quick
sucks.
shout. I don't want to shout out, but
Doug does
there was
suck.
a moment
All
that
the
we didn't
Dougs
talk
suck.
about too, where Dean also basically tells Bobby that like you are not my dad, you're never my dad, and it's I think it's that episode where Bobby really just needs somebody, and he's always there for everybody, but nobody
Oh,
was there
yeah,
for
yeah,
him
yeah.
that episode.
Oh, Weekend at Bobby's.
Weekend of Bobby's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a
Such a good
very
episode.
emotional episode as well, I thought, because
Mhm.
Bobby really was. He was there for everybody, and so he was calling to reach out to Dean, and Dean was busy, and same
And all
with
he wants
Bobby.
to do is eat that peach cobbler that the neighbor made.
Yes!
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's
And
with the monster and the wood chipper.
Wood chipper. Yep.
Yes.
the poor dude had to kill his wife Karen, and like he lived and he did so much for the boys, and
Yeah.
he really needed them in that moment, and they weren't
Bobby
available.
was a better
and
dad than their dad was.
He
I
was.
like-
He was.
I really like one of the moments that's a favorite is when they first meet Jodie and they hand the card over to her and she calls the FBI and it's
She's like,
Bobby.
Yes.
She answers and she was like, Bobby Singer?
Yes.
And the boys
Yes.
are like, whoa, we didn't see that coming.
Yep.
That's great.
That was great. Yeah.
Well, I don't really know that we have. I think we've kind of hit the end almost. Lauren, do you have anything else?
I mean,
for
I
us?
could go for another 5 hours.
That's
but
fair.
no.
Yeah, we really
I could, but I'd get in trouble big time. So
Yeah. No, we crammed 15 seasons of television
did.
talk into an hour and a half, which I
We
mean,
did,
kudos
and it
to
was
pretty
us.
fun.
impressive. That's
It,
pretty
it was
impressive.
just bar talk, friend talk. It was fun. And
Yeah.
we're just because we're celebrating the 20th anniversary now doesn't mean we're not going to talk
Keep
Supernatural
celebrating.
going forward and celebrate. I mean,
Oh yeah.
come on, be for real. So it would be great. No, I don't want to go years without seeing your beautiful face. And, Richard, you're constantly always welcome here too, and a friend and somebody. And we also share the same, people out there interviewing other people that just don't deserve it. And so
You said
we're
it.
going to make the name for ourselves. Lauren,
Someday
you
that's
look
going to
like
be
you wanna
us.
say-
Someday
That
that's
will
going to be
be
us,
us.
and we're gonna not do that.
We're going to be
stuff.
crushing that Secret Wars premiere red carpet.
Oh, yeah,
together,
right?
all right. We
Red
will.
carpet.
Yeah, why not? Red
I
like
wanna
Daredevil's
go.
helmet. Yeah, all three of us. Come on, man. Four of us.
All
Why
right,
not?
so I was going to wrap up with 2 questions for y'all. One is if you could tell somebody, DT is a great example, as he's been in the chat all night and he's never seen the show. If you could
It's
tell
true.
someone who's never seen the show to watch one episode to get an idea of the show,
Oh.
which episode would you recommend? And then how would you describe Supernatural in 3 words? Those are my closing questions.
I would tell him to watch Scarecrow from season 1
Okay.
because I think that's a really good blend of the horror aspect and the side of the lore and the mythologies that they dive into and they're not afraid of diving into. It shows the boys' relationship together. And I just think it's a really fun episode. It's a spooky episode and it's an early season as well. And the early seasons are good. And because I don't want to start him later on and spoil too much. I mean,
Right.
we spoiled the whole series tonight, right? No, don't get me wrong. But there's
Yeah.
so much we haven't spoiled at the same time. And I think
Sure.
even though we spoiled it, I think there's a lot that as you watch, you'll see and appreciate more. So I'll say season 1 Scarecrows.
That's a good answer. I like that.
That's a very good
Thanks,
answer.
guys.
It is. I just am having a hard time looking at him.
I'm Matt Murdock, avocado at law, just over here.
I have a good season one is it's not the pilot, but it's very early. Dead in the Water.
Oh, that
Amy
is a good
Acker
one.
is the mom with her kid.
That's a good one.
And because that one just shows Sam and Dean like that shows how far they are willing to go to save somebody. Like
That's a
even
good
somebody
one.
that they just met, and they dive into the lake to save her and her son, and it gets really spooky, really scary. You get a little bit of the bigger picture too. But that one's one of my favorites from season 1.
Yeah, and they go into the origin of how they got into hunting too, like relating to the kid.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go season 2, episode 1 in My Time of Dying, because
Ooh.
this
Good
will
one.
show anybody that this is just a repetitive cycle with different people throughout the show. It gives, because you can skip all of season 1 and you could pick up at season 2 at the beginning and you've missed essentially nothing other than a great season of
Monster of the
episodes and
Week.
monsters. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where season 2 is where the story begins. Really, right?
That's a really good point. Yeah.
So
Yeah, 'cause
I would
John
I would
dies in
say-
that episode, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's lived throughout the rest of the series. So that'd be my pick as in My Time of Dying. I think that's
That's a
what I'd go with.
good choice.
Yeah.
That is a good choice.
Lauren,
what about you?
I don't have an answer. That's why I asked you guys.
no. I'm not buying that. Everybody has an answer. There's an answer.
I don't know. That's a hard one. And the only reason I asked that question is like my husband tried getting into Supernatural. He doesn't like anything like when we were watching Sinners and he realized it was vampires. He checked out. When we were watching Yellow Jackets and he realized, oh, this might be a supernatural thing, which I kind of think it might not be. He
Remember
checked out.
the Titans.
So he doesn't. Remember the Titans is a good one. So he. Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? You said Remember the Titans, and it made me think of Gabriel.
Well, that was the comments. So somebody I didn't see
shout out
comment
Gabriel.
said,
I'm gonna
there
say
it is. Yeah.
Tall
Kat
Tales.
recommends season 8, episode 16.
Which
she
is-
was talking
that's-
about that on our episode last night too. When we were doing the trivia.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Kat. Kat's amazing. Everybody
My-
go follow Kat in her Substack, by the way.
She's great.
If you had it also depends on the person you're asking, right? Like depending what they're into. But sometimes fun ones like
Mystery Spot or
Mystery Spot, but another one with Gabriel, which is the TV one.
Changing Channels.
Changing Channels.
Yes, that's a great one.
But I feel like that one's
hilarious.
so out of left field that it's like somebody coming in for the first time would be so utterly confused. So
yeah, true.
I'm going to pick another Gabriel one. I'm going to pick Tall Tales because it's still dark. It still
Which
has
one's
a lot
Tall
of
Tales?
lore. Tall Tales is the one where alligator in the sewer, the
Yes, alien.
the alien
right.
dance.
It starts with the college girl.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was trying to
Because it's
reference last night.
Is that
and
season
I was
2,
like,
I
oh,
think?
it's like Jefferson Starships. No, it's the weird alien dancing. Yes, that's the one I was trying to talk about last night.
Isn't that Lady in Red? Maybe I think that's the song. This is a very important assignment or whatever he says. A very important investigation.
Yes.
I think one of my favorite. Gabriel's got so many dang good episodes.
I
He is
love
such
him.
a Richard Speight Jr.
Richard Speight Jr.
The episode where they get stuck, I can't think of the name of it, but it's a super downpour rain and all the gods are there.
That's the one when you said Clash of the Titans.
yes.
That's what I was thinking of. But I knew it wasn't.
Star Trek.
Yeah, what's the name?
It
of
had
that
Zeus in
episode?
it. It's some sort of god thing.
Yeah,
That's a different one though. There's one with Zeus.
they see
but
the
then there's
elephant.
one-
And I think there's a Babar reference.
Yes. But then the Clash of the Titans, is that the one where Prometheus
That's
keeps dying?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Remember
That's
the
a
Titans. Yes.
great
Remember the
one.
Titans.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, yes, oh my gosh. It's the one where Lucifer kills. Actually, this was one of the trivia questions. For anybody who wants to do supernatural trivia, we will be airing an episode on Nerd Initiative on Saturday between Matt and Kat. And you can test yourself with supernatural trivia. And
We
that
did
was
not do great.
I didn't. Matt did not. What year is Baby?
66, 7.
7.
I said 7.
Hammer of the
66 is
Gods.
Black Panther.
Hammer of the Gods. Thank
I
you.
was just gonna say Hammer of the
Season
Gods.
5, episode 19.
Yep.
Gosh.
But you know what? I've heard Matt drop a lot of comments tonight that he's learning. It's all about learning.
Well, I mean, like, when you've seen this
You got
damn
kids doing that blew my mind.
when you see this damn series,
I have kids.
over and over and over.
Kitsu.
I mean,
I wouldn't have gotten that. Yeah.
That's right.
16, 67.
It was the Pilgrim.
that was when you were
It was
riding
the
Impalas.
the Mayflower, known as Baby.
That was an actual
What the
Impala.
first demon to
Right?
America. Anyways, guys.
No, we had a good time. That was a fun
we
episode.
did.
But yeah, you
That
want
was
to test
great.
yourself on trivia.
Check that out.
Yeah,
It will
turn
be
into
out
turn it
Saturday.
into Nerd Initiative.
Check it out. But I want to start with Gnome. Let people know like what's happening, where people can find you, the podcast, all that good jazz, man.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, Dads on Dayquil podcast. It's 3 dads. We just bullshit every week. Our episodes drop on Wednesday. We just mix it up every week. It's a comedy podcast. We start off with our dad lives for the week and give a little quick story. But yeah, you can find us anywhere that podcasts are at. I tend to lean towards Spotify, but that's just because I'm a Spotify user. But whatever platform you're on, it is pushed to. So occasionally I was a lot better about posting videos on the dad's page on Instagram, and I'm getting back to that now, posting some reels from the episode before the episode drops. So yeah, it's a good time. It is definitely not safe for work. It is not some dad centric podcast that you're going to get all these tips and tricks.
Life
It's literally
hacks. Yeah.
no, you're not getting that. It's literally an escape. The name tells itself, right? Like it's an escape from reality for us of just getting together with the guys and bullshitting every week and having a good time.
It's
That's
just
what
dads sitting around having a good time, man.
That's it.
I cannot recommend it enough. And it's really good to see you again, man.
You too, man.
Really,
I
really
miss you
appreciate it.
guys.
I don't want to have to wait years to do this again.
Matt's come a long way since last time.
I know, but and also you just
So
realize
proud of
how
him.
you miss the homies, right? But Rich, dude, let people know what is happening and where they can find you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you can find me at the Direct and Agents of Fandom and all over like Twitter and Instagram and stuff. Writing about stuff every single day for the Direct, and I'm usually doing some sort of podcast thing with somebody.
Nerds are
here and
eating
there
right
and there.
now too. You got a lot to write about these days.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, nerdy stuff is going hard these days. But yeah, no, this has been such a great time. Like I could talk about Supernatural all day, every day.
Absolutely.
And obviously I love every time I get to come on with you guys. You guys are the best. And yeah, can't wait for next time. And yeah, check me out at at Richard Nebbins on all the socials and at the direct at Agents of Fandom. You'll see my stuff somewhere.
It'll be there. Lauren, why don't you tell people where they can find you and your sexy Dean pillow?
Well, you can find me in my sexy Dean pillow here at my house in my podcasting room. And if you're feeling real frisky, you can flip it around and do a little soldier boy, because we always come back to a little
in her own
pillow talk. So Monday we have an episode dropping where we're recapping Gen V season 1 Gen V, because Gen V season 2 comes out on Wednesday. You can also find us on Nerd Initiative. We are doing reviews for Peacemaker each week. I'm doing reviews for Daryl Dixon each week, which just came out last week, and I will be doing reviews for Gen V. And of course, you can find us doing all those comic book reviews on Wednesdays.
That's absolutely correct. Hops Geek News, man. If you're already listening to this or watching it, you found us somehow. So continue finding us. Join the Discord channel where we like to just talk about life and random things that happen and go on. And then also any social media platform, I'm there, mostly shit posting. Lauren handles the Instagram mostly.
I don't shit post. I try. It's hard. I don't understand.
Lauren doesn't know how to have fun. So I take over the fun. Don't worry, guys. It's fun.
I post pictures.
Fine. I am a lawyer by day and crime fighter by night.
I'm an actual lawyer.
Yes. So make sure Saturday you can check out on the actual 20th anniversary, me versus Kat in a very rough. It's
Matt versus Kat. I like it though.
It was one of those, there are 2, 3, and 13 teams going at it. It wasn't great.
I will say, when you do trivia, all of a sudden things fall out of your head.
When we did the trivia against each other, Lauren, I was so afraid because I'm like, I know all this stuff, and I felt like it was just going to escape, like test fear,
It's happened to me too.
But then as things came up, I was like, oh man, I got all this. This is great.
Right.
Well, and as soon as we finished, I was like, I'm going to rewatch the show, and
Mm-hmm.
I like binged the show so fast, and I feel like that was the first time I rewatched it and like truly fell in love with it. Was after I lost.
It was hard.
I have you to thank, Gnome, for diving into it so hard.
It was hard. It was fun. And maybe the next Supernatural trivia will have Lauren playing against a bigger crowd. I was like, Kat and I should have gone 2v1. We would have seen what happens. But yes. Well, hey, who knows? Teams.
I'm ready now.
Follow everybody here.
Podcast.
Check it out. We will see you guys later. Supernatural, man. We can talk it all day. And we will. Peace. Dudes,